Hello and welcome back to Castle Mac for tonight's installment of The Curse of Strahd. Where last we left our heroes, we had returned the skull of Argynvost to Argynvostholt, and a beacon was lit, bringing hope to the people of Barovia. Previously hopeless, these heroes have consistently left, well, sometimes hope and sometimes desolation in their wake.
Yeah. Not all of that is our fault.
Not all of it's your fault, no. So we left off with the heroes saddling up and heading towards the Keepers of the Feather, the winery. What were you all planning to do next? And actually, why don't we take a quick second to introduce a couple of new features we've added to the channel. If you're curious about what's going on, you can type summary preceded by an exclamation point, and you'll see kind of where the adventure is. We're going to do our best to keep that up to date. You can also type other way around, Raven. You got to do the exclamation point first. You can do exclamation point and then info to see a list of commands. You could type exclamation point characters to see a list of available characters, and exclamation point character name to get a brief little bio about the characters. Those of you hanging out with us tonight, we know we recognize your faces. If you would help us spread that word. If someone comes in, I guess we recognize your handles. If someone comes in and says, hey, what's going on, would you please share that information with them so that people can stay up to date with what's going on? All right, so briefly, you all are heading towards the winery. You have recovered the third and final gem from the Babala saga. Driessa was yet again plagued by the night hag. Did you ever learn her name?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, maybe you'll find
Good
it.
to know.
Mother Moon Pie.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Mother Moon scary, but
Yep, that's how'd you guess?
Nailed it.
I read it. I googled.
You googled
Strahd.
Mary Moon Pie scary,
cheated,
but
I read ahead.
And he was like, "Shit, you're cheating." I gotta tell Steven.
Esme is, of course, dealing with her lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Wayland is dealing with coming up with his own new identity, separate from his family. He is shedding his inheritance to forge his own path. And Caecilius is ever at odds with the dichotomy of both the sacred holy oath he has taken and the red dragon heart that beats within his chest. And it's here that we pick up with our heroes trudging, Caecilius on a skeletal horse.
Yeah, I called it back.
Yeah, you would call it back. And Wayland atop Osprey, who has frankly seen better days at this point. I mean, he's been pretty wrecked and beaten. You've taken good care of him, but this is a horse that's ready for some time, in a pasture for a couple of days to recuperate. But we will pick up there with you all approaching the winery. If any of you would like to say anything to each other in character, otherwise, we'll move along.
Also, last time I took a hit point maximum minimization -7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because the hag.
mhm.
Hag.
So I need to apply that.
Sorry.
On the other hand,
Whoa, I don't have 1 hit point. Excuse me?
After the beacon was lit, we all have +1 armor class now.
That's right. And in fact, on the road, as you guys are going, even through the mist, you can look back and you can see it gleaming like a jewel, like a star in the distance.
Oh,
I remember that.
I got it.
Mhm.
I forgot
Beacon
about that.
is lit.
Lit.
God,
AF.
the mind palace over here. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I just programmed that in.
That was like the end of last episode.
Yeah.
Lid.
It was 2 weeks ago.
I forgot to. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. So, do you all wish to say anything to each other on the road? I don't know that your plans in character have been fully solidified.
I think we, last game, were talking about it right at the end,
Okay.
and Driessa had said that she didn't care what the hell they were doing after they went up and found that.
True, because
Plant.
Esme was like, I think I'm fine. And we were like, nah, you're probably not.
Because you were like, I'd hate for us to, like, derail just because of me.
Mhm.
And then I was like, in fact, not taking care of you is holding us back, so.
Isn't so humble like me?
Oh, is she?
So yeah, I do think we... I guess I would just reiterate that now. Like, so... After we return the gem, we'll head up the mountain. We'll get this flower that you spoke of. somehow managed to cure you.
The Belladonna.
Belladonna. We did hear of the darkness on the mountain.
So the whole party is better than a partial one.
Agreed. Just saying we should be ready.
We're always ready here.
I feel good about going there. In case you've all forgotten, this was told to me. This was knowledge granted to me by something greater. They wouldn't lead me astray. This is my mission. This is a part of my mission.
That's true. If it came from your gods, no reason why we shouldn't follow it up.
We will help you.
It's my thought that the gods are acting through us here. We are the agents and tools of them, since they can't reach this plane themselves.
The keepers do need the stone.
They do.
We should make haste.
Agreed.
Did we have a long rest?
You did.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I reset my stuff and I didn't realize
Yep.
to ask
Yeah,
first.
you slept chained to
To
the
a-
silver
like a
statue.
light pole or something.
It was the statue.
Keep
the statue
her
outside of
away!
Argenza's vault.
From running in the shadow.
That's a good time to talk about our inspiration.
And how we should all get one.
Mhm.
Like right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So,
It's Lydia's birthday, my birthday, his birthday, and
it's
his
everyone's birthday. Well, it's my birthday, and for my birthday, I'm taking everyone's inspiration back. Castle Mac House Rule. Those of you who haven't joined us before, we have a house rule where we give out these orange beads to the players,
Beads?
and at some point during the game, they can give inspiration to one of their fellow players. This is meant to encourage both cool roleplay and doing cool things, and to help each other out when the situation's looking quite dire. We also allow our inspiration to be spent as a reroll, so we're a little bit more liberal with our inspiration. We want to see our characters live.
We
They
did
don't
have
always.
a one divine carryover from last
We
time.
did have one divine carryover from last time, so we will begin the game with one divine inspiration. Our divine inspiration, which you can see right down there. Is that right? Yeah, right down there. Those are every 500 bits gives the players the opportunity to reroll any one die or force me to reroll any one die. This represents the gods smiling upon the actions of the players. So, all right, here we go. Let's get back into it. So you guys approach the winery. You can see it, and you can see that it's back in full operation. You see some of the keepers in that little loading dock, if you recall. There was the loading bay, and you could see two
that
horses.
we lit on fire.
We did light it on fire, and it is still under reconstruction, but it's still serviceable. And you can see them loading some barrels. They've restored production of wine to the valley, but you know that the gem that was missing has been missing for some time. So this is perhaps one of the best wines that they have to offer. These gems are used to artificially grow grapes in a land that would otherwise not be particularly hospitable to a vineyard. So you all approach, and you see one of the keepers. He kind of, one of the younger lads looks at you guys, and he waves a hand like that to acknowledge your approach, and then he runs off. And shortly thereafter, the man you all have come to know, Danikov, I think. I can't remember his name now. He comes out, gray, mostly black beard with some flecks of gray, and he sees you all as you come up and even pets Osprey as you approach. And he's like,
Danovich.
Danovich, that's it. Gosh.
And Danica is the...
Danica's his daughter.
Danovich is the priest in...
Danovich is the priest. We're really good with names. Sean is our mind palace. Now I gotta know what this guy's name is.
Danica's daddy.
It is Danica's father. That is definitely
Daddy.
correct. I'm gonna figure it out real quick, because now it's gonna bother me. Gotta hold that internal continuity. But in either case, he sees you all approaching. He kind of pats Osprey. He's like, "Was that your doing?" And he looks off at that beacon that is gleaming in the distance.
Aye, it was. The beacon of Argin was starters lit.
He smiles and says, "This is like, that brings hope in a time that there's not much."
It's not all we bring. He kind of reached into one of his saddlebags. I don't think Wayland, after taking it out of the house, kind of gave it up to anybody else.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And he'll bring out this green, shining stone.
He, cocks his head and looks at it, and even hesitates. By the way, his name is Davian. And he's like, I can't believe you managed to do that. It's
Wasn't easy.
May I? He's even trembling a little bit.
Of course.
He's like, then you defeated the witch.
Right?
She's gone.
He's got a huge smile on his face. Just, I can't thank you enough for all you've done. We're not even deserving of your kindness.
Her house is still standing. I don't know if she's able to regenerate or if she's attached to the house in some way, but there is some strange magic.
Indeed there was. This whole valley's bathed in it. I'll see what we can do. We'll take a look. We've had people keeping an eye on her movements as best we could, but those scarecrows make it hard to get close.
They've all fallen for now. Sorry to interrupt you, Caecilius.
Not at all.
I thank you all. Where are you off to now?
We have
Mountain.
a situation we need to take care of
It's like,
immediately.
I understand. Is there anything I can do to help?
Maybe if you know anything about where we're going, what we
Yeah.
could look out for.
Well, which mountain are you talking about? Baratok or Gakis?
Gakis.
He's like, I don't know much about that. There's some old wives' tales that the barbarians live up there. That all the wild folk. Don't know, there's a gatehouse. Once you reach the top of the pass, you'll take the Tsolenka pass. Climbs quite high. I see you're already outfitted for the cold. That's necessary. It gets quite chilly up on the mountain. Driving snow sometimes. Well, there's rumors that beyond the gatehouse, there's something worse. Something ancient. We've never made it past. There's a gatehouse and a bridge. And beyond that, I couldn't say.
Which I suppose doesn't matter.
It is a bottleneck, though. Tactically speaking, not optimal, but I don't think we have a choice either.
Nope. Bottleneck or not, they'll be bottlenecked as well.
This is true. Thank you, Davian.
It's I that's thanking you. I can't believe what you've done. This gem right here, this produces a wine that's unlike the other two. It's just the perfect taste. Well, once we get this distributed, I guarantee you the spirits of everyone in the valley will be raised. Combine that with a bit of light. Well, what you've done is monumental, and I hope that's not lost on you. I guarantee you Strahd is cowering up in his castle.
Either that or plotting. I can't help but worry that every step we take against him just adds to his desire to kill us.
It's a part of a fight, though. You have to want to kill him just as much as he will want to kill you.
He doesn't want us dead yet. He wants us to suffer longer. In fact, we haven't suffered nearly enough for his liking. We've beaten everything he's thrown at us.
Not always easily, but we have.
We have the path of righteousness. There is no way to fail.
Esme's probably kind of quiet through all this.
I don't think he prods you or anything. Maybe he notices, but he doesn't. He doesn't push you. It's not kind of his place. I don't think he wouldn't feel comfortable. Well, is there anything I can do for you? Offer you one hot meal before you head up there. And he turns, and you can vaguely see Gakis through the mist, and it's snow-covered. Snow-capped, at least, but...
It'd be rude if we refused.
I'd also like a hot meal before we left.
Good meals are hard to come by.
I thought they are. Wiley, thank you, sir. Guys, Wiley just gave you all another divine inspiration.
Yeah.
That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you,
It's because I
love you.
put my sleeves back on.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I took
that's
my
probably
sleeves
why.
off.
I didn't do either.
I don't think it has anything to do with sleeves. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it does.
Yeah, me too.
All right. You guys come inside. They cook you up a hot meal. Serve you some delicious wine that is, fresh. Well, I guess as fresh as you want wine to be. But it's
Fresh.
It's not like it's not
Their
grape
feet-
juice.
Years
It's not
old.
vinegar.
Like we're
it's-
licking the grapes off their
yeah,
feet.
they're mashing it and they're just like, here you go, fresh one for you.
Trying not to be rude. This is just grapes,
This
isn't it?
Welch's factory.
And you break bread with a couple of the keepers who are all similarly appreciative. Unless any of you want to have any specific conversations with them, I do think they keep it kind of. Go
I
ahead,
guess since
please.
it's the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Davian, what have you heard of Malaki?
He says, "Well, I've heard that they're in preparations now. The whole town is on board. They've received some particular instructions about a setup. There's, of course, going to be a stage in the center of town."
Very well.
11 days left, right?
Oh, for the wedding.
11 days.
As far as law and order, are they obeying the church from what you know?
From what I can tell, I think the people are... Well, they don't understand all the context, and from what I understand, they think it might even be good luck. If Strahd's having a wedding, they think maybe he'll be placated for some time. I think people are throwing their full weight and enthusiasm behind it.
That's unfortunate for Irina.
I don't know that it matters. He wants her heart. I don't think she'll give it to him, despite if all the people in Barovia want that.
Well, I don't know her well, but I'm sure she'll make the right decision.
Don't think she's in a position to make a decision.
I don't think she got a decision at all.
You're probably right.
She still has a decision from what she has to do. We're constantly in circumstances we don't want to be in. Trapped, pulled into a land by mist, imprisoned, fighting Tiamat. But we have the choices to do what we want there. I think it's getting a little hot. Excuse me. I think I've lost my appetite. I think he'll go out.
Davian watches him go and kind of shoots an eye at the three of you. Doesn't say anything else. Kind of like, well, at least you have each other. I don't know what your journey ahead looks like, but I don't think anyone's come this close. Certainly no one's ever generated the amount of buzz that you have.
What's the last that was heard of that crazy wizard?
Yeah, the Mad Mage.
Ah, the Mad Mage. There's been a few sightings of him from time to time up around the lake.
What does he look like?
Oh, long, stringy hair from what I remember. Beard unkempt, of course. Robes.
Like you'd imagine a Mad Mage to look.
I don't imagine too many Mad Mages, but yes, I take your point. Suppose so.
I keep expecting us to run into him at some point.
I've always had that feeling too.
Maybe you will. I don't know. He tried to organize a coup. Didn't go as planned, of course. I'm sure you've heard all about it. Just about over a year ago now. Maybe a bit more. A lot of good people died.
That's the thing about these things. If they don't work, a lot of people suffer.
I think we've seen the procession of them at night.
That you have. And I'm hoping I don't see your ghosts behind that either.
It's a high possibility, but it's a risk we're all willing to take.
Well, I know I couldn't ask you to just settle down. But the option's here. You're welcome to stay here if you'd like. I could use good hands. You could join the Keepers. You could keep the darkness at bay, but I know that's not the life you've chosen.
No.
And I know you want to get back home, and I wish to the gods I could help you. But by the morning, Lord, I'd do anything in my power to make it so.
That will come. We have to look one step ahead at a time. If we look too far ahead, only disappointment will come at this point.
I hope it will. I hope it will. Well, you all should get going. You don't want to be caught at night up on the mountain. The winds could get quite rough. On the drive in the snow, it's no place to spend an evening.
We are burning daylight. I'll go collect Caecilius.
Yeah.
My paper that I had saved with my patchwork thingy.
I think it was in your... You told me to put it in your tablet, which is not
Oops.
here.
Oh well.
So...
I don't remember.
Sorry, I just realized that I didn't have
I'm not sure I have it.
I have like the basic stuff on there. I have it somewhere.
You've got a longboat. You've got.
I remember the boat. I remember the mastiffs.
I'm not worried about
You
it.
got
a ladder.
I just
You've
realized.
got a door, you've got a
There
window.
was the door,
you've
the
got
window,
a
yeah.
Oh,
ram.
and then you can do diamonds.
You only remember that because you want my diamonds.
Well, I only want
It's
to do
okay,
that
it's
to
probably
bring
my
you back from
tablet.
the
I think it is.
Okay, sorry, I'll be fine.
Door, window,
I'm sure we won't need
rowboat,
anything
lantern.
on it this
No,
game.
almost certainly not.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably not.
Probably-
When you get... Oh, yeah, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say something dumb. So.
I'm on saddle. I mean, I'm just sitting there on a still horse.
I
Party
think
facing.
as they come out, Davian comes out kind of right behind you all, pulling on his black, like, fur-lined cloak. And he comes over and he's like, Caecilius, don't play into him. Don't give him what he wants. And he pats you on the leg up on the horse.
I think he would extend a hand to Drias and... Are you ready to leave?
I am.
Waylon, I mean, would look at Esme and she's fully capable of getting on a horse. She's bigger than Waylon, she'd pull him
She's
off.
big. I mean,
straight
Puts
pull
a
him
hand
off.
up.
Yeah.
Osprey's definitely like, when she gets on.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not out of lack
She's
of
big for an
courage.
elf, and she's in plate mail, too.
Plate
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the plate that's heavy. I'm still like
Yeah, okay. A waif.
You're pretty built. What's your strength? 16, right? You're still pretty built.
Yeah. Don't call my elf
You're
that.
chiseled. You're chiseled.
Yeah.
How about that?
I mean, a 16
Your muscles way more than...
is like a
Right.
bodybuilder, frankly.
True.
Like a 20 is almost inhuman strength.
20 is basically the peak of physical fitness.
Yeah, I mean, you are, dude. You are
Yeah.
like a demigod.
Those last cookies are for you.
I can't chew them, but thank you.
It's like
You
5'6".
You can knock out a bear in one hit.
I tried, and they were delicious.
Gotta go try that now. Be right back.
All right. You all set off into the mists, heading south. Eventually, the
Into the
road
mists.
starts to climb. You can see that you're getting into the foothills of the mountains. Elevation doesn't change much before the first flecks of snow start falling, sticking to all of your wolf pelt winter gear. The road ahead. Who's in front, Osprey or?
Yeah.
Osprey, he's having to navigate. It's just starting to dust the ground. The road turns from dirt to kind of this gravel that's just sort of been cleared throughout the years. Continues to climb. The temperature starts dropping quite sharply. After about another hour, maybe a 10-degree drop, and now it starts snowing pretty good. Occasionally you see these little eddies of wind whipping snow all around, stings in your face a little bit.
I'm gonna start crying. I've never felt snow before.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, at first you're like, this is beautiful. It does
Yeah.
start to kind of
But
suck.
then, like, that cold whip feeling
Yeah.
that you get when it's, like, cold
Yeah.
and snowing on your face, I'm probably gonna start crying, like, a little bit, but trying to hide it so no one can tell.
I was thinking he would do... If I'm assuming you're holding on to his chest without fire breath in it. I imagine my man's breath is hot.
Oh, yeah.
That I think he would... On your hands, just so they're not cold, just...
To, like, my icy tears off.
And it is beautiful. I mean, you can see there's these evergreen trees covered in snow. Then it's that gradient from the white to the green at the bottom, as you're not quite where it's completely snow covered. So they're sort of dusted in snow. I mean, it's a beautiful sight to behold, despite the mists.
Can we still see the light from the beacon?
You can. In fact, you can't see any details about it. It's just a block of mist and then a kind of shining, shimmering. It looks like the North Star almost.
Are you really crying?
I got an eyelash on my eye.
Rachel
Or a
made her
pizza
cry.
cracker.
Made herself cry. Yeah.
Just thinking about snow.
Yeah, I was picturing snow in my eyes.
All right. The pass starts getting more and more treacherous. Hours go by. It's getting to be late afternoon. Wind, snow, and now the path starts cutting through mountainside. And if you can imagine with me, you get to the point where it's sheer cliff, path, sheer cliff.
Oh,
And you sort of start doing these switchbacks, and
I'm nervous.
occasionally you step and rocks kind of crumble down to the side.
My worst nightmare as a person.
As you go around one of the switchbacks, a trickle of rocks, and some larger rocks kind of come down. Osprey has to kind of shift just a little bit. Why don't everyone make a perception check? Just tell me who gets the highest check.
I got a 20.
All right.
There's my 16. Cool.
18 plus something.
I rolled a natural 20.
That was
I got a 13.
The two of you both, as these rocks kind of fall, you just sort of instinctively look up at it. But through the mist up above, you can make out a four-legged shape. Hard to tell what it is. You see an animal, and it sort of looks at you, and then it jumps and kind of bounds and disappears into the mist.
Like a deer.
Maybe.
Well,
I'm a
You know
wolf.
what? With a 20,
what was that?
with a 20, you saw that it was a goat.
A goat.
But there was something
I got like a
strange about it.
24.
You did, yeah. She rolled an
I
natural 20,
rolled
but
a- I
don't know,
that's pretty good. So you do too. You saw that it was a goat, but as you add up the distance and you've gotten used to the fog and how it obscures vision, huge. Size of a horse.
Cool.
Probably fine.
Should be good.
I ain't afraid of no goat.
Black Phillip.
Alright.
No.
You all continue climbing the switchback. And as you go another 100 feet up, occasionally the trickle of rocks down. Sometimes you look up and see this shape. Sometimes you don't.
Does it seem like it's like hunting us or like
It
watching
definitely
us?
seems like it's watching you. At this point, you all have seen it as well, and your horse seems a little bit spooked. Osprey is just a little bit kind of on edge.
Easy, boy. We can handle it.
I don't think Esme's gonna really talk about it and try not to let on, but she is nervous because I feel like I'm putting everybody in danger for me when there's 3 healthy, normal people that could go fight Strahd. And I feel like I don't know, I'm just nervous that like one misstep and everyone will die.
Hopefully it doesn't cause somebody's death.
I'm going to, if I might.
Yes.
How far away are they?
One horse length in front of you.
Not
One
far.
horse length?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to whisper or message cantrip Waylon.
Okay.
I don't know how to phrase it and not like D&D speak. That necklace that you have that amulet that lets you speak with Osprey, is it a necklace?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have to attune yourself to it?
Do not believe so.
Do you mind if I borrow it for just... Wait, how far off is this goat thing?
Not far.
Like 120 feet?
Yes, less than that, certainly.
Perfect. Do you mind if I borrow it and I'll do my mage hand and
Nice.
try and like grab it?
Not at all. This is like rising up. let it go, I guess. And
I'll give it right back. And then I'll wear it. And as I'm wearing it, I'm going to try to message the goat.
Beautiful. That you're getting an inspiration.
Yeah.
out of
Oh,
that.
thanks.
Good thinking. What do you say?
Excuse me, but are you harmful to us?
Let me think of a nice voice for this goat.
No Black Phillip voice.
No, it's not
please.
Black Phillip.
it goes like
It's not
this.
Black Phillip. It's not Black Phillip. It says, I am Sangzar, This is my mountain.
I'll reply, Sangzar, I am Driessa. I would love to be your new friend.
Why are you here? Is it knowledge? There is great knowledge ahead.
I'll be honest with him. I am here because my friend is sick and there is a plant here that may heal her.
You're here for Belladonna.
We are.
And the knowledge to use it beyond.
What is this knowledge? I don't know what you're speaking of.
The temple.
What is in the temple?
Knowledge and darkness.
And harm?
Yes.
Are you going to harm us or are you just watching us?
Do you intend to move on?
After this, yes.
Kill the hunters and your path will be free.
Are the hunters evil?
They want Sangzar dead. They call me Bloodhorn.
I'm going to then, just for half a second, message Kystilis, because it's like instantaneous, right?
Yeah.
And or Kystilis is right ahead of me,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
yes,
maintain
right.
that, and I'll just whisper, I forgot you're right in front of me. I'm about to make a deal with this goat that might help ensure our safety, but we're going to have to kill the people that are hunting him.
Depends on who's hunting him.
I'm not sure. He just calls them the hunters who are after him.
Tell him yes for now.
Yes.
Very good. You may pass.
Thank you.
And you go around another switchback, and as you climb, you can see he's now standing and just watching you all approach. And as you get closer, you can see that he is 9 feet tall. Massive, massive goat. And as you approach, he tips his head down. It's like, and you look down and you see a plant rising up from underneath the snow-covered grass with little, very small, black berries all over it. And he sees that, looks at you, tips his head, turns around and bounds, and you see as he jumps up the side of the mountain.
That was a very good representation of goats jumping mountains.
Right?
Did you Google that before the game?
Oh, I got my goat on.
Should we goat cheese?
I'm just trying to be the goat.
Well, I think.
Oh, I'll give you your amulet
Yeah.
back.
Well, Waylon will put that on and kind of dismount and go down and kind of scrape the snow away from this plant. I think he'd probably dismount mostly because he feels the most comfortable getting on and off his horse, especially as restricted as
The
we
plant
are.
looks a little something like this.
Berries.
He just went for it.
Yeah, it's alright. You don't need subtlety.
So
You
he'll-
got those extra girthy red vines.
Yeah, he
Oh
will
my god.
like push the snow away and then try and scoop the roots out and take the whole plant out rather than just kind of plucking it out of the ground.
No problem. It's definitely cold, but you picked up some gloves and Velaki.
Yeah.
I mean, your hands, you have to stop
Well, I
all the
have-
time. Just
Like the metal gauntlets.
yeah, you got
too,
the
so-
gauntlets. Still the cold coming
Yeah.
through them and the dirt that kind of gets between the joints of it. But yeah, you dig it out and he holds it up. And not only is it the plant you saw, it's like the exact image that you saw. It's not just like, oh, that's the same plant. It's like, no, that's the plant.
That is it. That is going to help you.
Well, we found it, but do we know what to do with it?
Well,
Aren't you to eat it?
Let me get one of those girthy boys.
I would assume these berries would be for you to ingest.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're a little tough.
I'm gonna try it. But I don't know
The
if
goat
I
did
can
say the knowledge to use it.
That we need the knowledge to use it? I thought you might need to eat it, but the goat implied that we might need knowledge to learn how to use it for you. But I'm not sure where to get the knowledge. However, he did mention something about a temple.
Mhm.
About a temple that had bad things inside of it. And something about the knowledge being within the temple.
Well,
Ow.
probably shouldn't eat it then. You should go find this temple. Eating strange plants usually doesn't turn out very well.
I can't chew it either. Just
He'll
licking it.
put it in a saddlebag, I guess, for safekeeping, and then hop back up.
Cool.
Then it sounds like we potentially have hunters to fight and a mountain to clear out.
And whatever else is in that temple.
I'm gonna sit here and hope that it's just hunters, but I'm probably wrong. Alright.
This is one more chance to clear out another evil in Barovia. Something that potentially gives Strahd power.
Agreed.
And we learn how to make sure you're not a werewolf. So we have one of the best fighters at their top performance. Sounds like a win.
We might be able to take some
Maybe.
of this Belladonna back to the town in case anyone else has ever suffered of this. It could be a good thing to keep in the churches.
It's a good idea.
The knowledge can only help.
And not many can make it out as far this way as we have.
It's true. We have special gifts. We need to use them. Onward, Osprey.
Ow.
That
How-
vine
what
that's
is
a
with
girthy
these?
vine.
I can't even
I'll eat
chew
it.
It's got my saliva on the
I
top.
don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind.
I'd after your child.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're all family here.
Yes. I didn't know while I'm eating it I can't talk. These things. Well, first of all, these are America's favorite pastime. America's favorite
Not
sweet treat.
this particular one,
Mhm.
though.
This is America's
girth.
girthiest
Mm-hmm.
sweet treat.
America's got girth.
Commercial.
And cut.
Well, that was Strahd.
Thanks for coming.
To get back on it. You continue climbing the switchback. It starts getting a little bit dark. The sun is starting to set, and it's been just a trudge.
We've been doing this for hours then.
You're shivering, freezing cold. The shelf of rock, upon which the mountain road clings, grows ever more narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark, rolling clouds, while to your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone, lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic-looking vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which you see a burning curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. To help you visualize, this is the exact image of what you see.
Tight.
Seems inviting.
It's fine. Should be fine.
Not green.
I feel great.
It's fine.
I'm about it.
I'm gonna move in.
Don't tempt me. Anyway. I guess I'll keep riding up closer and closer to it. There's no use in stopping.
Ride right up to it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When you get within 10 feet, you hear. And the portcullis slowly rises. Still a curtain of green flame just behind it.
Waylon's gonna dismount and take his old spear, not the new one, and stick it through the green flame, kind of unsure of kind of what it is.
You hold it there. The tip catches on flame, turns to ash,
Does anybody seen something like this before?
Can I do like an Arcana check or
You
something?
can definitely do an Arcana check.
Me
Yep.
too.
Thanks.
19.
18 plus 0. 18.
To both of you, it seems like a wall of fire that has been cast with some sort of permanence. Could be dispelled with Dispel Magic, could be rendered useless with an anti-magic field. Otherwise, you're going to have to grin and bear it. Or
Unless
climb over.
we're able to magically dismiss those flames, I don't see us getting through it without a little harm. Unless we go over it.
So we could climb the outside, the walls that go up around the gatehouse and try to climb over it.
You could.
How
Your horses
far
won't be able to make that.
Yeah.
up are they?
The walls?
Yeah.
20 feet high. And, yeah, just to reiterate the way they look, they've got these sort of spiky crenellations. These demonic-looking vulture statues.
Oh, those are statues.
Hmm?
I don't like leaving Osprey out here in this weather.
It's cold.
Like what? Like, give me a temperature.
Below freezing.
I can make
Or
a
very
shelter
nearly.
for him, but we would have to be an hour in there at most before we have to start heading back down.
We wouldn't know what could get trapped longer than that.
Exactly.
Or freeze.
In order to get in, Osprey and I will ride through the flame if need be. But I would much rather be able to keep him warm, at least sheltered in this weather.
Yes.
Pay that price as we ride, as we've always done together.
War horses are meant to freeze.
What if we could get Osprey up there? Do you think we could get him inside from up top?
If you have a way to get a warhorse on the top of a wall, I would really like to hear it.
If he was able to fly.
Kind of look down at Osprey and be like, I mean, I don't see wings.
Cast
Cast
fly. on
fly.
it. Ye of little faith. Osprey's legs sort of, sort of like...
Do the swim.
Yeah, like when you hold a little dog over water. Remember having Scout? You can lift her up, and then, it slowly starts, and you get right above it. She's so funny.
I think Waylon almost kind of starts kicking his legs a little bit, not quite used to being that high and not in control.
Yeah, but he's also smart.
Yeah.
And
He
he-
kind of feels like he knows he's in control of a horse when it's on ground,
Can
and then
I
is starting to adjust.
Cast fly on Osprey, and Osprey can hold Waylon and...
I think that's
Up that
reasonable.
way?
Yeah.
So I would just say, don't forget to let down a rope when you get up top, please.
All right. I mean, it takes a second. You kind of rub his neck, calm him
Yeah.
down. Esme's still on. Does Fly have a weight limit? I don't think
It doesn't say it on here. It just says a willing creature. So I'm guessing whatever he could hold himself.
So. Totally fine.
Yeah.
You touch down on the wall above, and it's about 10 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the statues are actually on the wall.
Yeah.
You can see the sort of crenellation, the crenellated spikes. Beyond now, you can actually see a bridge that goes over a huge chasm. And on the other side, you see another guardhouse that looks pretty similar to this.
So, do I see a green light of fire on
Not
the
on
other
the other
side?
side, no.
Just
You
to
don't.
make it easy, let's say I cast it at a level 4 and I can target both.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. So both horses come down, and you just fly over the wall then instead of someone landing up there. All right, you guys fly over, hit the ground on the other side. You can see the guardhouse just up ahead to your right, and behind you, you hear. And you look behind you, and the statues, cracks are appearing all over the statues, and light from within. And one of them, it's a head comes out from under the rock, Ghostbusters style, and it's just like
These are vultures.
demonic-looking vultures. And I'm gonna need everybody to roll
The
initiative.
magic that required you to injure yourself.
one way or
Every
another.
time I make us fly somehow, we get fucked.
Every time you fly. Where are I?
What
I
is
actually
with
own this
these, though?
exact
I can't.
creature. I just have to
Yeah,
remember
they're
where it
really
is.
hurting my mouth.
My jaw physically can't bite down on it.
I'm about it.
I like them.
Yeah.
It gives me
There's a
something
lot
to
of-
sink my
there's a
teeth.
lot
I've got the
Mm-hmm.
TMJJ.
Me too. Sometimes I wake up with lockjaw and I can't open my mouth. And it takes like an hour and a half of me.
And you're like,
Man, what it would be like if both of you guys slept in the same bed, just burping at each other, passing
Pinching
out,
butts.
waking up. One
Can't
of
open
your
our
jaws
mouths.
is just
my night
like
guard,
a
I'm like
war
drooling
drum.
all down it.
Hey, shout out to Chris. Is it Chris Knox or Chris Snox? I can't tell. It's 2 a.m. and Chris is joining us
Hey,
tonight.
thanks, Chris.
Whoa!
So we appreciate that.
That's
Chris
really,
was on last night too.
That's right.
That's
yeah,
really
Chris
late.
has been hanging out with us. Here's the guard tower there. Good circle. And then this was the wall that you all crossed. Can we see that on the screen?
Kind of, not really. Do we need an adjustment?
Yeah.
attitude adjustment.
You want to do it?
Oh, you can do it.
Why don't one of you guys knock it out? It doesn't matter who.
Go for it.
That's the green firewall. Which, by the way, walking through that hurts.
Hope it was worth the level 4 spell slot. Are you blowing on it? That smells good.
I hate when your glasses sweat and then you got like
Makeup?
nose sweat and makeup on your glasses.
What would I need to do to pull it?
Let me do it. Here's what you do. Just grab these corners. Check those corners. Got it.
Check those corners.
I have not seen Sean wear like a real pair of pants in months.
All right.
Why would you?
This is what I do now.
Dude, go for it.
When's the last time you wore real pants, Lydia?
Okay, we can.
All right. Did you guys roll some initiative for me?
Mm-hmm.
We did.
All right. Let's go around the table and get some initiativos. Let me roll mine. Ooh wee!
You would.
Ooh wee! Y'all just weren't expecting it. Okay.
Steven hadn't been sated with blood.
No, it's been a while. I need a PC blood sacrifice. Triessa.
18.
18. That's pretty good, but I mean, not a 20. Esme, where are you at?
So,
7.
couldn't
Okay.
remember my.
How about Wayland?
14.
Okay. And Caecilius?
I'm a 15.
Okay.
I'm 15.
You all look as both of these creatures. You all want to see what they look like?
Yeah.
Let me show you a picture of what these. Here, let me see. I don't know if my screen will print for everyone back home. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
Ew.
Man, that's the dark crystal light.
Skeksis.
I am not scared.
Okay. The one on the right. Everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm great at con save.
Do we get plus for being around you, my man?
Yeah, you sure do.
18
Plus what?
plus whatever Caecilius.
15.
What is it?
Con.
Plus 3.
Okay.
Cool. 26.
21.
Lydia.
15, 19, 20.
Okay, those are all pretty good.
all
As
right.
it screeches, I mean, you feel fear creep up your spine, and you just sort of look at it and lock eyes with its black eye for a second, and then it kind of cocks its head, but none of you seem to react the way it had hoped for.
Wait, it only has one eye?
Well, you know, it's doing the
Oh,
bird
okay.
thing. You know, birds look at you like from the side. The other one flaps its wings, flies over you all, and as it does, it goes, and it leaves this green trail of nasty, just miasma that like falls out from it. And let's
What
see.
the fuck?
Is miasma like a ravine? Just kidding.
Did
And
it
it-
just poop on us?
It flies over there. It's about 20
It just
feet
honked
up
on
in the
us.
air. And I need everyone to make me another Constitution saving throw, pretty please.
All right,
Wow.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
what's a nat 20 get me? Do I get a cookie?
Okay, that's better.
How'd you all do?
18.
Lydia?
21.
Dang.
29.
Sean.
Rolled a 1.
Caecilius. As this stuff, you're just like you panic for a second. You know, the screech and seeing this stuff, you're just trying to figure out what it is. You immediately take 10 points of poison damage. As you breathe it in, just and it burns. Like your nostrils burn, your esophagus burns as you breathe in. And you now have the poisoned condition, my dude.
Is that? Oh, yeah, because diseased is different than poison.
Yeah,
Right.
and you can re-roll that poison check at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
Okay, Driessa, you're up.
Have we landed these horses yet?
I thought so. I
Okay.
imagined you
Yes.
had, but
Oh, okay.
Fly is still technically cast on him. But yeah, if you want to do something else,
I'm gonna end my concentration on fly
Okay.
just because I already foresee this being terrible.
Yeah.
All right. With my, I'm going to use a little bony action to healing word Kai,
Thank you.
and I forget how many that is because I never have it pulled up.
D4 plus your spellcasting mod.
2d4 or 1?
1 D4
Oh.
plus
Plus
your
7.
charisma.
11.
I'm putting them.
Oh, because you get that bonus, right? Yeah.
That
Oh.
we debated
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that's
it's
right.
plus 7 anyway. Or no. Plus 4. Plus, I get to add it to that too, right? No?
Do you get a thing for Divine Soul?
Yeah.
I think you do, yeah. I thought you did. Either way, he's back up to
You would
full.
be up to max anyway, but I'm going to look into that later.
So that's your
and not
bonus
now.
action.
That was my bony. And then, as my action, where is this thing at that just flew over us? Right here?
Yeah,
Is
right
that-
there. It's 20 feet up. It sort of flew straight.
Alright, I'm going to cast... Where's the other one? Right
It's
there.
chilling up there. It is 20 feet up that wall.
Okay.
You said that he can roll to save.
At the start of his turns,
Okay.
yep.
I'm going to cast Slow on the one that is in air.
Okay.
If you do a wisdom save, please.
That is a fail.
Tight. So, speed is half, -2, penalty to AC, and dex saves, and can't use reactions.
Just one attack,
Only one
right?
attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's flapping these horrible vulture wings as it's like leaving this trail, and it's suddenly just the wings are flapping a little bit slower.
If these things have spell abilities, it does get more complicated.
What do you mean spell abilities?
Like if they
Don't
cast
matter.
spells as their attacks.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Cool. Kai.
Got your save one in.
It is at the start.
Yes, Constitution save, please, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're just. In fact, you summon some fire in your mouth and you just burn out the
Burp it
spores
up
or
a
whatever
little.
it was.
Yeah, I'll spit and have it turn.
Yeah,
almost
like-
flame. Okay.
I just pictured you gargling that stuff with fire.
I mean, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna pull out javelin
Cool.
and launch some javelins at
All right. Launching at this guy.
Yeah.
I think that's disadvantage. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, plus he's up 20 feet, so Pythagorean theorem says. Because he is slowed and because of your nice to hit, that is definitely a hit, yes.
Alright, let's see. 6. That's 12 damage, my dude.
Alright.
And then here's that second attack. Let's see. 15 get him?
15 does get him, yes.
Okay. For 11 more damage.
Alright.
So, yeah, just...
And let me also describe the way this looks a little bit. You have this road that sort of goes like this, and over there is the bridge. This is essentially cliff here. Cliffs all through there.
So this is still essentially flat
Area.
ground.
That
to
is
walk on?
walkable ground,
Okay.
but anywhere beyond is a cliff.
Question.
Hit me.
Do we see stairs that lead back up to the wall on this side?
That's a great question. You actually... Let me just take a look at
Or
the
is it
map.
Wait, so
Just
what is
Wally
this?
Boy.
Road.
On the top of the building?
No,
We're on the bottom of.
we're
on
on the
other
ground.
side.
Yeah, you do not see stairs.
Wait,
This is,
we're on the... we flew over the castle?
Yeah.
it's not
It's
a
a
castle.
wall. It's just a wall.
Oh, it's a
gatehouse.
wall.
It's,
okay.
it's just a gate right here, and, then
Gotcha.
a tower, and then this is just road. Look,
That makes
you know
so much
what?
more sense.
I'll show you the map because it's not like there's any spoilers or anything. That's the map. You guys are right here. So the gatehouse.
Oh!
Does that make more sense?
Yeah, I'm...
You want
I
to see
got
it? You don't need to see it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Those of you back home. There you go. That's our low-tech way of sharing the screen. Okay. With that, Wayland.
Waylon's gonna take his older spear.
The one with no tip now?
The one that he got silvered, but is not the lightning spear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you stuck through the wall of green flame?
Oh, that is a stick now.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
a stick now.
So I guess he'll just take
You now have a staff.
Yeah. Cool.
Congratulations.
He'll just take his lightning spear and kind of ready it. Take sight on that vulture thing and just let it loose. So he does have advantage on attack rolls when thrown.
That is true.
So 16 plus 7.
That is a hit. Absolutely.
And then it's D8 plus D6 lightning.
I can't believe you just started eating his snack.
So 9 plus 6, so 15 damage.
15, alright. I mean, it's just, it leaves a crackling trail behind it.
Yeah.
And the spear sticks in it.
Of course it does. He'll draw his sword and I guess stand and
Chill?
Yeah, stand and chill.
Stand and chill. Esme.
I'm going to hit the one that's in the air with a guiding bolt, hopefully.
Okay. I mean, you can certainly try. I'll give you that.
I got
You got double 20s!
No,
Oh, you didn't roll that.
earlier.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are there 2 20s out there?
That was
Nice.
my 20 from
Nice.
earlier.
You've
definitely-
defeated my green light
Yeah, nice.
vomit puzzle.
Nice.
The green vomit puzzle.
Okay, so that's 8d6. 1, 2, 3,
Anyone want to celebrate with these last 2 cookies?
5,
I do.
6.
You want
I
a
mean,
cookie?
I'll split one with Sean.
He doesn't want
Maybe you
one.
do it up.
Can I have a d6?
Here, have a shiny boy.
Okay. Oh, it's so heavy.
Whoa, that was good. So good luck in that one.
So we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. 31.
How much?
31.
Jesus Christ. It hits him, and I mean, he's already slowed. He's got a lightning spear in him. He sort of looks like he's about to tumble down.
Bring me my spear back.
And in fact, on his
Gargoyle
turn, he flies forward,
Slowly.
swoops in, talons out, and attacks Wayland with his talons. And when he gets a save against slow at the end of his turn, right?
Bring it on, boy.
Okay. He attacks you with some talons.
Yep.
What's your armor class, sir?
21.
Nope. You raise your shield. It kind of grabs onto your shield, and it's flapping its wings, and it's sort of tangled up with you right now.
It's fine.
The other one back here stalks along the wall, jumps down, and dives at you, Driessa. You're still on that horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
He dives at you, talons out. That gets you.
Wow.
What do you get me?
For 8 points of damage. And you just feel these talons dig into you. Make a save throw for maintaining your slow.
8 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't make... Oh, he would have made a save at the end of his turn anyway, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gone for sure.
And he grabs you with his talons, rears back, comes in with his beak, and attempts to bite you.
I'm going to put up shield as a reaction for
Okay,
that one.
what's that? Raise your armor class to?
That adds +5. Like 21.
Yeah, he
Still gets me?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like get zapped
like-
and it kind of throws its head back.
I'd like to give an inspiration to Raven for flying us over instead of jumping through
thanks.
a firewall.
I think she already has an inspiration.
I used
She
it.
has
Oh,
spent
okay.
it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, these spores are still sort of collecting around the area.
No.
But he is going to now attempt to get rid of his slow. What's your saving throw?
Oh no, it fell.
Oh, it fell. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. All right. Trias, it is your turn.
Wow, so is the one still flying over me?
Yeah, he's sort of tangled up with you right now. He's kind of half in the air, half got his talons grabbing you.
So if he's touching me, is it wearing any metal?
He is definitely not wearing any metal.
Okay, just checking. These are
Is he made of
D8s.
metal?
I am going to try and shocking grasp him.
Okay.
Or
Then
it.
Barovia.
And that is 2d8. I have to make a melee spell
have to be a solid
attack.
You do indeed.
14 plus 7.
That is a hit.
I mean,
It was a
And you
hit.
knocked the model around.
10. A mere 10.
Amir.
And...
No reactions out of him, I know.
Oh no, because I don't have slow on him, remember?
That's what Shocking
Shocking
Grasp
Grasp.
does.
Oh yeah. Oh, I always forget that it does that.
That's why it's a good getaway spell. You can cast it and then run.
So that was my cantrip, and then I think I can then heal myself as a bonus. No, wait, that was a... Yeah, and that's level 1, so I can bonus action heal myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was a cantrip.
Cantrip.
Right. Yep.
So it's this plus my modifier,
Mhm.
plus my thing I haven't looked up yet.
Correcto.
7. Cool.
Caecilius.
I will dismount, come over here. Got enough room to.
Oh
do
yeah,
that,
definitely.
Right?
Mhm.
I can hit it from here. It's not up in the air.
100%,
from where I'm
yep.
at, right?
It is up in the air, but it's not like it's just off the ground.
Gotcha.
Kind of flapping its wings. When you hear these leathery wings flapping.
I will draw my sword. I do not have my shield out. I don't think he would have had it
Okay.
out. So. Nah, man.
You try. It reaches a talon out and kind of grabs your hand and pushes you back.
I will swing again.
Swinging.
Yeah, man. I don't think that's gonna get it.
No. You swing at it again, and it sort of just dodges out of the way, and then it says something to you. It's like, languages you speak? Speak Abyssal? Anyone speak Abyssal?
No.
Negative.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't
I mean,
think I do.
that all of you were like, ooh, ooh. Like, it was kind of acting like this weird vulture
Yeah.
thing, but definitely just spoke. Wayland.
Alright. I would like to attempt to drop my sword and pull my spear out of the thing.
Okay.
Since he's like kind of.
Well, let's see. What would be a good check for that? He's sort of flapping around and everything. I'm going to call that sort of the same thing as a grapple. So you try to athletics versus his acrobatics. That sound good? Oh,
Wait.
I'm going to give you advantage because
You
he doesn't
said-
necessarily know you're trying to grab the
What was
spear.
it speaking?
Abyssal.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
never mind. Still a no.
What does 8 plus 7 give me?
Nah, I rolled pretty good. You try to grab it, but it's just flapping its wings all around. I'll call that one of your attacks.
Yeah. I'm wondering if just punching it.
You can try again to grab
Yeah,
it.
I'll try again. Get my spear back. What are we got here? Yep. So 12 plus 7, 19.
Afraid not, my man. I rolled that 17. You're like wrestling with it and trying to
Yeah.
grab it, but it's defending itself. Like when it sees a hand coming up, it maybe even picks up on what you're trying to do. It'll like grab. You feel these talons kind of dig into your arm and sort of push them back. You reach another hand out, and it pecks down at you with its beak.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just call that.
All right, Esme.
I'm gonna
Frustrating.
get off the horse.
Okay, that's
This is
half your
your
move.
Yep.
You're on his horse, right? So
Yeah.
you want to get
So
on
you-
this side?
No.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And I'll swing my sword at him.
And you will swing with advantage, my dear, because you cast a guiding bolt on him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
That is
Well,
a
I got him.
definite hit. Are you going to eat that girth vine?
No.
I'm going to eat it for you.
What are we getting advantage on by being near you again?
Saving
No,
throws.
it's
Oh
no
my
advantage, but a +3 on
Alright.
saving throws.
Any saving throw. Got it.
So it's
Difficulty, but I like them.
5. 2d6 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
They're chewier
Super
on the
ropes.
outside.
That's kind of what they taste.
So 6, 7, 8. Can you math that? No.
10
Okay.
plus your.
5, so 15. And then I'm gonna use my War Priest and swing again.
Nice.
Oh wait, I get to add a d8.
Oh, you sure do. You just got
What?
that at level 8, right?
Or what?
That's another 6.
Clerics just get to do extra damage on their hits at level 8. It's like
What?
divine.
21.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I need to
Do I
become
get
a cleric
advantage
now.
on this attack too?
No.
No.
It's the next attack made.
I want to use this one. That's a 2.
I'm looking at that 20 right on the other side of
I
it.
know, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all I can do.
On their turn, they're, sort of tangled up in combat with you. You all hear a piercing eagle cry. Like, "Caw!" And they both sort of, and they look at each other for a second and then continue attacking you. This one turns to you, Esme.
Mhm.
Tries to reach out a talon and grab you with it. Your armor class is?
19
I won't do it.
at the moment.
It tries to grab you, just sort of shove it
Trying to
back
see
with your
exceptional
sword.
vibes to
It
that.
comes back, opens its mouth, comes down, tries to beak you.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think
Yeah.
it's one.
Hold on. Sentinel triggers right there, doesn't it?
Makes an attack. Yep.
Oh yeah. Do you have to be holding a melee weapon, or you just gonna kick it?
I think I have to punch it, which is...
You can use your reaction to make a melee weapon
Weapon
attack.
So, nope.
Well, you don't have a melee weapon, my man. Not that your guns don't count, but
My guns do better than a lot of weapons they give me.
this one continues attacking Triessa.
Can I
Shields?
use my bow?
Did my shield go away since I had my turn right?
Yeah. Reaches a talon out. What's your armor class?
I mean, you can.
16, 15. I missed what you said.
That spear back.
Huh. I guess 16. Oh, wait, why did I have plus beacon on it?
Because it'd be
You get plus one armor class from the beacon.
forever.
From the
Forever,
beacon.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so 16.
With the 16, it tries to clutch at you, and you just sort of barely dodge out of the way. Tries to attack you with its beak. Misses. Great. Hey, you guys are doing really great tonight. Fox. Way to go, guys. Triessa, it's your turn.
I'm not gonna
Wow.
give you inspiration for that, man. Sorry.
It's so near me.
Oh, it's right in front of you.
I'm gonna shocking grasp this beehole again.
Okay.
9 plus 7?
That's a hit.
Twice. Is that a 1 or a 7?
7.
Oh, okay, 9.
15. Was it 15 total?
8.
You had an 8 and a. You had an 8 and a 1. Sorry, 9.
I was like, yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, you just and lightning sort of goes all around. You can hear it, like feel its feathers getting singed. Some of them curl up at the ends.
And no reactions. Reaction.
React. Michael Sean.
Caecilius.
And then
Reaction. Michael.
I'm gonna try to attack again, my friend. I think that should do it.
Wow, we're rolling really
definite
good
hit.
tonight, guys.
speak for yourself.
I'll go ahead and drop a smite in there.
When you do, you feel your hand guided.
What's that kind of cracker?
It is a
Need a
fiend.
bubble.
You need to add an extra die.
I thought it might be. So it was 2 for that.
Yes, sir.
And then a 3rd for fiend. Oh, plus my regular weapon damage.
There you go. There you
I
go.
know, it's just does your head hurt.
Some of these work better than others.
Not those though.
Clearly not these.
14?
Well,
Oh
does
my
the
God.
radiant damage matter separately? No. Okay. So what's that? It's 1 plus.
Oh
I
no.
accidentally
Plus
jacked
6.
it up when I put on my sweater.
That is.
I'm sorry.
That's 17 damage, actually, my dude.
I mean,
Okay.
As much as people like my shirt.
And then I will.
And as you do, it's like,
I'll continue attacking it. That would be a 15.
that is a hit.
I'm not allowed to move.
No. Say,
I'm sorry.
never move again.
I'll drop in another smite.
Okay, do it.
That was considerably better.
So that's 15. Right. That's 17. That's 23.
All right. Yeah, again, like, it pulls off from her and hits the ground. It's doing that, like, weird bird walk, you know? Wayland.
We're gonna try and grapple one more time.
Okay, try to grab your spear free.
Yeah. 15 plus 7.
You got it this time. You
All right.
grab the spear, like, you keep trying to grab it. You kind of wrap it, like, wrap your elbow underneath and just put your foot out and pull it free.
Is he on the ground now?
He's sort of hovering right
Okay,
now. He's,
so I won't
he's
get
in the
advantage,
air,
yeah.
but no, you don't get advantage now.
And we're gonna go spear into him again.
All right, do it.
12.
That is a
plus
hit, sir.
7. Yo, that is, and I need a pointy boy and a square boy. So, 3. Yuck. So 2 lightning damage and then 7 martial damage.
Wait. Oh, do you have great weapon?
We hiccuped at the same
No,
time.
it's a spear.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a spear.
All right. I mean, yeah, you stab into him. See the lightning kind of wrap around his torso.
How's he looking?
He's hurt,
He's hurt.
but he seems to still have full control of his faculties.
Alright, we're gonna action surge right
All
here.
right. Burn it all.
And we're
Burn it all
gonna
up
go
now.
into him. That's fine. That's fine. Plus 7, so that would be 12.
That is not a hit, sir.
Alright. And then we're gonna go second attack. That'll be worse.
Divine inspirations.
No, not
Okay.
this.
Esme.
Sword. Warble.
Hot.
What am
I can't read what that is.
11.
That's a hit.
Okay. So 2d6, 1d8.
Waylon was the all-star last time. He did that shit this time.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 5.
13.
That's right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
work,
you just swing your huge sword around. Ah!
I'm gonna-
Slash across
I'm
him.
gonna
Sorry.
war priest him.
Please. That is a hit. I'm just waiting to see that 20, girl. I'm just waiting.
What if not
9,
another one
10,
comes?
11. I never crit again.
15. You plus 4?
Plus 5.
Plus 5? Oh, because it's plus 2 sword. Oh my god. So how much was it?
Oh, shit.
16?
Yes.
15?
16.
Yeah, you get a good slash across him. Just swing, come back, swing this massive sword whose weight is you're getting used to. Kind of hit the ground staring at it. All right, on their turn. Let me see if his little thing recharges. No, it doesn't. The one in front of Driessa, who now you wrecked pretty bad, is kind of doing that bird thing. It's and these green spores come like spraying out of its mouth. And this actually, I did it wrong last time. It creates an area, and it will be a roll at the start of your turns. I thought it was an immediate thing, but he actually gets the whole party. Nothing from here.
That's what he thinks.
Ow. Are you okay?
You all see these things, these little spores. The other one, on the other hand, he's kind of eating. Actually, you know what?
He's eating the spores up.
Yeah,
he's like,
he is more annoyed with Esme at this point, but it also hits the ground, like walking on its talons, rears its head back, and goes. Need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
And we get plus 3 for
Plus
from
3 from Shawn Michael.
18.
23.
Sean. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
God, you guys are good at some saving throws with a paladin up in the party, especially. They're already good rolls. Yeah, all of you again, like almost have to brace yourself, and it does that, and it's looking kind of confident, and then sort of its body language changes, and then you hear in the distance, like an eagle, and it looks back and kind of pauses and looks like it's fighting a little more defensively. Driessa.
That thing looks like it's fighting more defensively.
Uh-huh.
Like, it looks spooked from the eagle.
Yes.
Okay. But the eagle's still probably gonna attack us.
Maybe it's a
Who
good
knows?
eagle.
I don't know.
I mean, it could be Osprey making those noises.
Osprey's an eagle? Well, he can fly, so.
Driessa, Constitution save at the start of your turn, please.
You don't know what
A
he
separate one from the scream one.
Mm-hmm.
20 plus 2 plus his
Yeah, I think
stuff.
you're fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay. If that thing's still near enough, I'd like to shocking grasp it. If it's close enough to me still.
Yeah, it's
Touchable?
still right there, yep.
18 plus 7?
That is a hit.
Osprey's attacks too. Good lord.
4. 4 beautiful points
Big
of damage.
4.
Let me get out his constitution.
Anything else?
No.
Caecilius.
Constitution. That's a 15.
Yes.
Actually, no, that's a 16.
You got a 16. Oh, you're good.
If I move here, would I look like I was out of the spores?
Yes, you do. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, and you're also now no longer giving... actually, Esme did not have the benefit of your... But she still rolled really well. But yeah, cool. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good there.
I'm still with Driessa, though.
With Driessa, yes.
Essa.
That is a hit. Do you want to put his to bed real quick?
No, I'll just leave
Okay,
it.
alright. We'll take a break after this fight.
Okay, yeah, that is 12 damage.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then I will make another one. That's a 13. I don't think that gets
That does
it.
not get him, no. Unfortunately. Anything else?
No.
Wayland.
Alright, so start my turn. Saving throw for me.
I guess no +3, man. I got out of the way there.
That's alright. That gives me a...
That's a definite miss.
Yeah.
Keep rolling. Keep him rolling.
And then Osprey's saving throw, because he is in the circle.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was your saving throw, which
Yeah.
is a definite fail, yes.
Yeah.
You, sir,
shoot.
take 7 points of poison damage and suffer the poisoned condition.
Alrighty.
I completely forgot about Balashar in this entire thing, so I'll just make this for...
You know what? I'm going to say he's skeletal and immune to poison. Other stuff I'll definitely
Actually,
make him
yeah, I
check,
think
but
he
he's
might
not
be.
gonna. He's not breathing.
I'm also not having him do any attacks right now.
Yeah.
So does Osprey still get from
I'm gonna
him?
Google this.
Yeah,
right
Osprey
now.
does, yes.
Yeah.
No, Osprey doesn't. It's 10 foot.
Oh, I thought it was 15. Okay.
Oh, no, it's 10.
That's 10.
Osprey
Okay,
needs
so,
to make a check there, too.
Osprey got a 12.
That is a fail.
A fail.
Osprey is also poisoned and takes 10 points of poison damage.
Oh boy, Osprey.
You feel Osprey kind of like buckle underneath you just a little bit.
Of course he does. Alright, that's fine. He's gonna make a hoof attack on the guy next to us, I guess.
Okay.
That's... You just stepped in some horse
Of
crit,
course,
man.
the horse gets a crit, like usual.
So 46. Let me
Girthy.
find- yeah.
Girth Brooks over there.
So that's 10, 8, so 18 plus 4, 22 damage, sir.
Woo! Stupid horses. Party on Wayne and party on Girth.
If we all wait, can you guys also make horse characters and we just have the
We just
horses
continue
up
on as the
Barovia?
horses. Yeah. Okay,
The four
and
horsemen.
you. Let's roll. Let's roll.
The 4 horsemen of Barovia. Alright, he's now on the ground, so
He
I get
is.
advantage
He is
against
indeed.
him.
You can go ahead and roll for
4
both
horsemen
attacks.
of the
Yeah.
Strahd apocalypse.
There we go. That's a crit.
What's it? Crit!
Oh my god.
Crit. You can just add it all up and roll. We're both a hit?
I roll at advantage, so here we
I
go.
do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
So 10
us.
plus 7, so 17.
Okay, roll it all as one big pile of damage.
I gotta
One
find
big
them.
pile.
I think for multiple
Damage you
attacks, I'm
do.
okay with letting you roll. Because it's not like we do fails, unless the target looks like it could die and you can
That's
then
all.
move on to the other one.
So that's 12 plus 10, so 22. Plus 7 plus 6, so 22 plus 6 is 28.
How
plus
does
7.
this demon vulture die?
Yes,
he just
my dude.
evaporates and this lightning spear digs into his
It grabs it with its, like, because it's got hands and
Yeah.
also talons, and it's like... Okay. Seems effective. Esme.
Can I walk next to the other one?
Oh,
I can't really
absolutely.
see. Okay.
I need a Constitution saving throw first.
You got
And
it.
you are out of Caecilius's radius.
I still got a 14 plus 2.
16.
Yeah, you were poisoned, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Should have rolled with disadvantage. I'm just going to make you take an extra d10 and we'll call it even. I think you're okay with that. There you go. You take your 1 point of damage.
Take your 1.
Stupid dice god siding with the players. Okay, what do you do?
Am I good?
Would you roll?
16.
Yes, you are good.
Just maybe
You hold your
attack
breath,
with advantage.
step out of the spores,
Sword.
sword in.
Vorpy.
It's an 8.
Everybody is always looking for a crit more on a Vorpal sword.
Yeah,
That's an 8 plus 8. So 16.
That is a hit.
God damn it. I'm plus 8.
not bad.
I'm good.
You mean gosh darn it.
I'm good
She
at
meant gosh
D&D.
darn it.
Gosh
did
darn
it.
DM.
JK.
I didn't mean
Oh.
gosh darn. So that's
This is a mature
11
stream.
plus 3
I'm on my
is
dice.
14 plus whatever you got.
plus
before.
5.
Plus 5.
19.
19
Guys,
points
I
of
really
damage.
gotta get better at math.
Don't worry about it. That's
Embarrassing.
why you got
I'm
friends.
I'm gonna
This slash, he's now just like swaying, and on his turn, he takes a disengage action
Why?
and just jumps into the air and flies 60 feet up. He is 60 feet away right now, right here.
Cool.
Starting to disappear into the mist. Triessa.
That's the one that was near me,
Mm-hmm.
and we cannot see it through the mist.
You can. I'm just saying it's starting to disappear into the mist.
He's flying away. Do you want to tag that little butt with something as he's going?
You want to pinch his little demon butt?
Yep, I'm gonna pinch him with a little ray of coldness.
Ray of cold.
Unless he's probably immune. No, he's not dishing out cold attacky things. Okay.
He is not. He still might be resistant
He is
to it.
not.
He did
maybe,
not.
You know,
Eldritch thing.
actually, I feel like I'm actually gonna have him make a dex save.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how far away is he?
About 60 feet.
Okay, perfect.
Dex save. Passed. Anything
Okay.
happen to him?
Not with that. But I can spend 2 sorcery points because that was a cantrip. And I'm going to have him make another wisdom save.
Okay. Pass.
Okay, bye.
Caecilius, anything?
Nah.
Wayland?
He doesn't.
60
No.
feet away. Esme?
I'm
Yeah,
not trying that though.
I got him.
I really tried, y'all.
What do you
What
got,
a waste.
Esme?
You gave it a good shot.
I got a firebolt.
I hate having these
I
things.
think
I don't
you
want-
point your sword at it.
I don't have a firebolt. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
you're a wood elf.
Yeah, I know.
What do
I
you
got
got? You got,
I got a Toll the Dead.
All right, told the dead. What's that? Wisdom
It
save?
was a wisdom save. Whoa.
What's the save DC?
14.
Pass.
Nothing
And he
happened.
disappears into the mist. And with that, everyone, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Hit the
Thank you for hanging
break
out with
button
us.
over there.
We hope you'll continue to chill. So we will
While
see you
you're
in 10.
waiting, go ahead and get into our Discord if you're not already in our
Yes.
Discord.
Check out the Discord. The link is down below.
trusting.
Are we back on with that?
We are back on. Thanks. Yeah. Really professional return there.
Thanks everybody new for joining us.
Thanks everybody for
Okay,
joining us
so
now.
to summarize, the party just defeated these demon vultures as they pass through the gatehouse of Tsolenka Pass. In the distance, they've heard the cry of a distant eagle. There's a guardhouse to your right, ringed with these statues that, as you look now, are warrior women. All the statues are these, they're clearly, flowing hair, battle maidens, shields and swords. One has a spear. You also feel the hair stand up on the back of your neck as darkness spreads across the land as the sun has now set during your battle with the demons. What little sun there is now gone.
Should we go into the guardhouse?
Sorry.
Could probably let Osprey in there. We can light a fire.
I agree. Some shelter would be nice for him.
Unless there's something that's going to try to attempt to stop us as we enter.
Well, we'll deal with that. Dealt with these fairly easily.
Don't know how much more progress we'll make in the darkness.
And as you even say that, just the winds, the stinging cold, even as what little light was there disappears, the temperature drops perceptibly.
We need to get inside. We won't last the night out here.
Yes.
At that, he'll kind of start leading Osprey over towards the guardhouse.
All right, you make it over there, obviously no problem.
Yeah.
The door is iron-bound wood, but it's kind of cracked, and you can see the snow is kind of driven inside. Takes a little while, but the two of you are kind of able to shove it free. It had swollen shut just a little bit. In this ground floor of the guard tower, a cold hearth stands across from the door. The wind howls down its chimney. A stone staircase rises, ringing the south wall, and 3 windows look out over the chasm in the foggy area on the other side.
We should probably make sure it's clear.
Yes.
I'd pull out
Yeah.
the shield and
The horses have a little bit of trouble getting inside,
I'll leave Balashar
but you
outside.
can. Yeah, Balashar's like, whatever. Balashar stands there as snow is piling up on his bones. But you are able to get Osprey inside, but it's not easy. He has to, duck, to kind of get in through the door.
I'll kind of coach him through it using the stone kind of deal.
Yeah.
You got a little room over here.
Yeah, he sort of, it's like, nope, over there. He has to kind of come in, sideways. No,
Yeah.
he fits fine. As you go up, the upper level of the tower is an icebox with windows set in almost every wall. A rusted iron ladder is bolted to the floor and ceiling that leads up to a wooden trapdoor that looks like it's partially rotten, just rotted out. Mounted above the stone hearth is a dire wolf's head, mounted on a placard. The wind coming down the chimney howls in the wolf's stead. And as it happens, Esme, you just catch eyes with that wolf. Shake your head and shake off the feeling.
Light a fire? Would that attract too much attention?
Most things probably know we're here. Don't know what we're hiding from. But if you want to make it without a fire, how cold does it seem in here?
Pretty cold,
Yeah.
but you guys
Yeah.
could probably literally huddle up against Osprey. Pull all your blankets and stuff together and make it okay without a fire.
But we'd probably be more comfortable with a fire.
Yeah.
You'd probably be more comfortable with a fire. Certainly much more comfortable.
There's no wood in the fire.
There was no wood in the fireplace. You did see some evergreen trees. You would have to go out hunting for firewood.
I don't think it's worth it.
Are there any bookcases downstairs or something that we can break
No,
up?
nothing else. No furniture whatsoever.
There's that wooden trapdoor.
Yeah.
We can throw the direwolf's head in.
How long does a lantern last lit?
Probably probably all night. Probably about 8 hours on
I'll
that
pull
oil.
the bullseye lantern patch off of my...
Robe of useful things or useful items or
That
whatever.
would at least put out a little more heat than our bodies would produce.
Yeah.
If we
No,
huddled around
totally.
it.
And I think it's strange, you see her sort of rip this, it's a patch, and it's like gaining mass, and as she puts it on the ground, it's a lantern lit AF.
Well, that'll do.
And you're certainly able to even kind of construct a tent over it inside. I mean, you guys carry tent gear, I think. Or at least you can makeshift it to survive the cold. What's your watch order?
I'll watch first.
Who's gonna watch with her?
I'll watch with her. That's been our rotation so far, so.
I'll take second shift.
Okay.
I only need them 4 hours of reverie.
As you two are watching, a couple of things happen. The wind is just outside, and you swear you hear giggling. But, Wayland, the situation goes from creepy to worse.
Good.
As Esme is sitting there, and she goes, and you look over at her, and she's clutching her stomach, looks up at you, pleading. And as she does that, you can see her face contorting. What do you do?
I'm going to physically punch Caecilius to try and wake him up, and then go attempt to grapple her.
Caecilius.
Well, she was probably already chained, right? I'm sure we set up some chains however we could.
Where would we have chained him to?
Yeah, there's nothing.
She ain't chained.
Yeah.
You punch Caecilius. Caecilius, your eyes snap awake, and you can see the light reflector from the lantern on the far wall as you're sleeping with your back to them, and you see the shadow of Esme just as she grows in stature. You immediately turn around and can see her.
I'm sure I'm up at this point.
Oh yeah, you're like.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna cast slow on Esme.
Okay.
Do I still get to grapple him?
Yes, you had said you would. In fact, I think it's reasonable that we roll initiative at this point.
Alright,
Esme,
this is my
I'm
initiative.
sorry. You're just gonna have to
10.
chill on this one.
Can I roll my attack rolls?
You will be forced to roll your attack rolls. Yes.
So initiative is 10 for Driessa.
You already were going to. Don't
What's
take pleasure.
your initiative? What's your initiative? 5. Driessa.
All right, Lydia, roll me a d20 and add
Yes,
+1.
12.
I was also 10.
Yeah, you got her next.
So just so we're clear, Esme does go first.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry.
All right, you see her just, and she looks at Wayland. Oh, here comes Maisie coming to see what's up. It's okay, Maisie. It's not a real werewolf. Don't worry.
Guys, is everyone around the table okay?
And she rears back and just slashes across you. And as she does, you catch her eyes for a second, and they're Esme's eyes, and she looks like she's pleading at you. Lydia, roll me a d20, please.
15.
Okay. You are not in your armor right now. Well, you were on watch.
Yeah.
You can be in your armor. You're not. You would not sleep in your heavy armor. In lighter armor, you can sleep in, but heavy armor, you got to take it off. You're in yours. So what'd you roll?
15.
21 is the AC.
You don't have your shield on.
That's
so
true.
you're
So
19.
19.
She got you.
Yes, good.
You know what? You rolled a 14 lid?
15.
15, yes, okay, yes. 15, definitely gotcha. Lydia, would you like to roll damage? 2d4 plus 2, please.
Oh man, if Esme kills somebody, it's gonna be so good.
So
Oh,
that's
is it?
4.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage,
Uh-huh.
and she kind of claws at you and grabs you and pulls you towards her a little bit. Roll a d20, please.
It's a 2.
Okay. She tries to bite you. You dodge out of the way, and you feel her teeth hitting the kind of shoulder pauldron of your armor. Feel her hot breath and saliva. She kind of pulls back, lets go of you, sort of shoves you to the side, and just... You can see her shadow just blotting out every other shadow lit from the lantern. Driessa.
Holy shit. Alright. I am... God, seeing that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and cast slow. So, wisdom save.
Am I using my wisdom?
Yeah, you maintain your mental stats.
I passed it. I rolled a 17, and I have a +3.
Man, you cast it, she's just like...
You can make me divine re-roll that, though.
Yeah.
You
Ooh.
can choose to do so.
Yes. Divine
I
reroll.
almost want to give her an inspiration for that.
Actually,
That's so
she deserves. I'm
counterproductive.
gonna spend mine on
Yeah.
that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, actually, I already gave away mine, so.
Fail, right?
Yes, that's
Oh yeah, just clearly affected by the spell.
So you are now slow minus 2 penalty to AC and
One
dex
attack.
saves.
Yep. Just
So
one attack.
dex save if you're trying to grapple her, right?
Mhm.
Isn't that dex?
Right.
It's not. It's actually strength.
Oh, okay.
Or dex, whichever you'd rather.
With which she would rather strength, but
Mm-mm.
but I think given if you're trying to restrain her with chains
Yeah.
or whatever, I would give you an advantage against a slowed creature. 'Cause she just while she can react with strength, she can't react quickly. Caecilius, it's your turn.
I'm assuming you're real quick though. As a werewolf, is she probably gonna try and do werewolfy things or spelly things?
She would not be casting
Okay.
spells.
I can't use.
She's
a
kinda
voice
got,
or
like,
anything.
From the seeing her in her eyes, it sounds like she's kind of got like her mind, but her body's doing as it pleases almost. And I don't think a wolf would be casting spells.
Mm-mm.
We're
What
in
you got,
Berlin.
Kai?
I guess I'll use my action to get the chains.
All right, you kind of slide like you were laying on the ground, and you sort of push and slide and clamber over to your pack. I imagine is where the chains would be kept.
Carry 'em. I would use my interact to draw my sword. I think I would.
Yeah, you draw. It's kind of laying beside you. Draw your sword, clamber over on your arms, grab the chains, and just it's a huge. I mean, they're pretty big. They're big enough to restrain. Wayland, your turn, sir.
I'm going to attempt to grapple
Okay.
the werewolf now.
Well, roll. Here's what we're gonna do. You're rolling athletics.
Mhm.
Lydia, you're gonna roll athletics as well. Lydia, I am going to give you only +2 on the check instead of anything higher. So you're rolling athletics +2, or you're rolling a d20 +2.
Okay, good, because I have
And-
+6.
Yeah.
She is slowed, yeah?
But that's not affecting this.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Beyond the plus
Well,
2
it
you're
is.
giving
I'm
her.
reducing it.
Okay.
I fucking critted it.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah, she
Okay. You try to restrain her, and in fact, she,
I don't have anything. Dude, yeah.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration to reroll it.
no,
We're gonna force you.
you're under my control right
Yeah.
now. You're
But-
rolling the dice, but you're an NPC.
Can we force her to use
You
a
can
divine
do that,
reroll
yes.
do we want to use it on this one?
Go for it.
Or we should
Actually,
save
you know
in
what?
case one of us
You know
freaking
what?
dies.
I will let you use the inspiration out of your own sheer force of will.
Okay.
You see him coming and just like, "Ah!" You are shoving him back. Now, are you re-rolling or is he re-rolling?
I'm rerolling. I
Okay.
rolled a crit.
Would you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled 5.
Okay. She seems to be like just pushing you back, and again you see her eyes sort of lock with yours, and it's almost like for a moment she lets up, and you're able to just kind of grab her. You pin one of her arms behind her and kind of grab onto her fur. I mean, she's huge. In fact,
Yeah.
she leans forward and it lifts you off the ground, but you've got her pretty well
But
grappled.
she's still cute, right? Like huge in a
Yeah, I mean,
cute
she's like a
way.
cute wolf. Like she looks like Maid Marian from that old Disney cartoon.
Robin
Like,
Hood.
yeah, kind of cute. It is Esme's turn. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Actually, that happens at the end of your turn. So the first thing she does is try to grab Wayland and throw him off, and we're gonna call that an opposed athletics check again. D20 +2 for you.
I rolled a 5 again.
rolled.
That's an 8 from me.
Do you even
boss.
have a...
A one's an auto.
What'd you
fail, though,
roll,
right?
Lydia?
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you failed. She
No, I
grabs
don't
him.
have any inspiration.
You roll a d6. You take that much damage as she throws you across the room.
I'll give this to my dude. For
It's
next
by
go
your
round.
Fritos.
Yeah.
It's right
I take
here.
2 damage.
You guys see Wayland hit the ground and just kind of slide across it, hits the far wall. Triessa. And yeah, as she throws off,
She needs to make...
Oh!
That was her turn, right?
Yes.
Wisdom save to hold on to the slow.
You're right. Wisdom save to hold on to the throw.
I rolled an 11.
And my thing
Still
is
failed.
15.
Yep, you're still slowed.
Okay.
And it is your turn, Triessa.
So if she's still slowed and that's concentration, I'm going to...
Wait, what? I'm a +3, and I rolled an 11.
So you got a 14. What's your save?
15.
Okay.
You're good.
Alright. I am going to aid Waylon in restraining her, maybe by, I doubt it, 10. Could I possibly mage hand and give him assistance?
I think mage hand is a good way to describe it. At the very least, you're being confusing for her. Like, you're just like, yeah, go on. And the mage hand is like grabbing her leg and then pulling her fur. Yeah, I think that's a perfect opportunity
Actually,
for the
no.
help action.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. But I also
Wiley, thank you. Wiley just gave us another inspiration trying to save
That's
you.
the same one we had.
Yeah, so we got 2 still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too.
that is very kind of you, Wiley.
Thank you,
Thank you, Wiley.
In fact, this is the Wiley die.
The wild guy.
Could we say Tylee?
Diley Hobbit.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll mage hand
Actually-
and assist him.
DM prerogative. Wiley has given us 2 divine inspirations tonight. Y'all got a nat 20. Use it as you will. My man gave 2 divine inspirations all himself.
So this is a nat 20,
Mhm.
no other
This
reason.
This is a one-time exception.
The Wiley 20.
That is the Wiley 20. Nah, you still got the other reroll.
A nat
too.
Wiley.
Still got the
a
other
reroll and a nat
Mhm,
20.
mhm.
A nat Wiley.
That's the Wiley 20.
We are
Alright.
holding on to that.
So you're doing the help
20.
action?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, you're just... And your mage hand is like tugging at fur, like patting her on the shoulder, slapping
Scratching
her
her butt a little.
yeah, sticking a finger in her nose. Caecilius.
Scruffing her.
If that's the case, then I'll probably use my interact to toss the chains to Wayland.
Alright.
And look, somewhat apologetically, but with a flourish of the sword, come in. Well, I made a promise.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I will be attacking.
I expected you to.
I don't think that got it though. Let's see, that's a 12.
Nope. No. Yes, that does get her.
Do I take this from my hit points?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's 14 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack gets it. And yeah, I don't think I'll drop a smite in there.
Thanks.
For 9 more.
It's usually not good to smite your teammates.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Caecilius just like comes in, re-rolling d10s, 2-handed.
It would. I got dueling, so
Oh yeah, gotcha.
so
So
I'm
it's actually better. to
Still
do that,
just
yeah. I mean, and it burns. The wounds kind of sizzle where he slashes across you. Looks like you do a pretty good number. Wayland.
All right, I'm gonna.
She seems distracted by Caecilius. You see a spectral mage hand pulling, like tugging on her fur. It's like a
I'm
skeletal
gonna hold her
hand.
like you do a cat, like right here.
Yeah, right in the nape of the neck.
I'm gonna try and like get the chains around her and kind of bind her down with the using the chains.
Okay, making a grapple action here. I'm going to give you advantage on this. Lydia, you are opposing with the +2.
15 plus 7.
I got a 16 total.
So 15 plus 7 would be 22.
All right, so here's what happens. It's not going to be restrained yet, but you've got her grappled. You come running in after Kai slashes at her. You kind of come running and you throw a chain on one side of her, and it sort of goes sailing around her neck. You sort of slide to the other side and grab it as you kind of run past her and pull them tight to yourself. Wrap your arms around it, trying to hold. So you've got the chain kind of wrapped around her once. All right, on Esme's turn. Roll me a die, high, low. Low, she's attacking you. High, she's attacking Kai.
D6?
Yeah, whatever die.
I feel so bad right now.
She is focused on Kai now with that silver
so
blade.
it's 10 plus your dex typically, right? For no armor?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still at a 10 because I was a negative dex, but I have the +1 armor class from the Beacon Beam, so I'm a flat 10.
Lydia, roll me a d20, please. This is your claw attack.
Okay.
Oh, you're still slowed, aren't you?
Yeah.
She goes for the bite. She comes in, and she's pulling against the chain. Waylon's just, like, his boots are sliding across the floor. What'd you roll?
An 11.
Gotcha, my dude. Lydia needs you to please roll me 1d8, add 2 to the damage. And Sean, I need a Constitution saving throw, please, my dude.
That would be a 19.
You're good. What'd you do for damage?
8.
Alright. She comes at you just and towering above you. You sort of look up. She digs in, bites into your chest. Kind of doesn't get a good grab on it. Gets a bite. You kind of shove her face away. There's blood now running down her chin. Esme, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. It's an 8 plus a 3.
You are still slowed.
Good.
Driessa, it's your turn.
All
You're
right.
actively rooting against yourself.
And that slow lasts for 1 minute. So how many more?
7 more rounds.
Okay. Have we officially restrained
She's
her?
grappled.
She's
not
grappled.
restrained.
She'll go into restrained after one more round of getting chains on her.
I'm going to use my action to assist again.
Mm-hmm. In fact, you see that skeletal hand come and grab the dangling into the chain, and it loops around her and kind of wraps it around another piece of her, and you're able to kind of grab it and pull it into the bundle you're already holding on. So she's wrapped in 2 layers of the chains now.
All right.
Caecilius.
Hit me.
Yeah, I think he
Help
would
me,
continue to
Caecilius.
do it. I mean, in thinking that if she breaks out, she needs to be weakened.
Yeah. Yep, definite hit.
For 7 damage. For 8 more. So 15 total.
You slash her, she's just... And for a moment it sounds like Esme's voice, and then... Back to the wolf. Wayland. You're being assisted by Driessa.
Wayland is gonna continue to attempt to restrain Esme as best he can.
Roll it.
Still with advantage, right? 'Cause
Yes,
I'm
sir.
being
Still with
assisted.
advantage. She is slowed, and you are being assisted.
Yeah, that's good.
What was that? No, we still have 1 divine reroll.
Yeah. That's obnoxious.
Stop
critting.
no, hold on though, because it's just a +2 that she has. So depending on your athletics.
I mean, I'm at a +7, so.
20 is not a success.
Oh yeah.
She
Yeah,
beat ya.
so let's have her divine reroll.
Yeah,
Let's
do it.
force her hand.
Yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
That's better.
All right, you're grabbing on. Your foot is sliding along. You kind of take another one of the chains and just whip it, and it goes around her legs, and you pull it into yourself, and you just yank. And as you do, it pulls her feet out from under, and she hits the ground, snarling. You pull back on the chains and climb on her back, and you're pushing down and pulling up on the chains. And you have her restrained. And she's just trying to free herself, but you've pulled the chains in really tight. All your strength to pull back on it. Out of initiative. What do you all do?
I've
She's
never
just-
critted so many times.
I know, where are all those crits with your Vorpal sword earlier?
Well, so question now, because you're chained. Oh, we didn't get silver chains, right?
No.
They're just heavy chains.
They're just heavy
For a
chains.
second, I was thinking they're silver. I was like, oh man, you're gonna burn to death.
No, they're not silver chains.
I think go on top of it with rope.
Yeah.
Take all the extra rope too and over the chains. I mean, old school Western, tied on the train tracks,
All the way around. And she's just snapping at you guys.
Caecilius, can you meld these 2 ends of the chain together? Is your breath hot enough for that? I cannot hold her all night.
Wouldn't that hurt her?
I imagine you guys bought a lock or
Okay.
a loop that would close it off.
I think, did we leave her, mouth open to,
I mean,
there's nothing.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
was about
I
to
don't know
say,
what
he's
got.
gonna, snap it shut and, take as much extra cloth as he can to, keep her from biting stuff.
Make me an athletics check. Difficulty 12. She is snapping and she's strong.
5 plus 7 would be 12.
Yeah, you're and at one point your hand kind of scrape her teeth as she snaps down. You pull your fingers out just in time, kind of holding her snout down.
I would tie it while he held.
She's just snorting and breathing heavy. What do you all do now? She eventually does stop resisting so much, but it's just over
Should we attempt to feed
Whimpers.
the berry to her, even though we don't know what it might do?
What if that's your only one, and we get it wrong?
We can't afford to have an adverse side effect. Because...
I'd rather not kill her,
Or get her stuck in this state.
and then kill her.
Yes.
Can't leave a warrior like that to that kind of fate.
Does she, seem to be reacting towards the wolf head on the wall, the dire wolf head?
That was upstairs. You're now
Oh,
back in
yeah,
the
gotcha.
basement, I think.
Probably the
unless you guys stay
moonlight
upstairs.
outside. Probably a full moon. How long does...
How many windows did you say was
3.
3?
If only Hedge were here. Cast the moonbeam on my ass.
Is it a full moon outside?
Hard to say.
I would say.
With the cloud cover
Yeah.
and all.
I think we just have to wait out the night.
She'll still set the same watch order and get sleep, even though she won't.
That's fine. I will resume first watch. Little
I'm okay.
eventful, but
I'll be close.
I would suggest keeping your armor close by just in case this time.
Won't have enough time to put it on if things go wrong. But I will sleep with the sword.
Yeah. Gripping the sword.
And the and the
shield.
dagger.
Oh yeah, the
shield
dagger.
And
Oh
the dagger.
man, you know what, guys? I completely missed another die from Miss Misery way up ahead. I completely missed that. I'm so sorry, Miss
Thank
Misery.
you, Miss Misery.
I don't know how I missed it. I tried to keep an eye on the chat. It
Yeah.
might have been hot and heavy. Thank you for reminding me there, Chris Knox.
Hi!
Y'all.
And Miss Misery. Really appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
You guys are the
Really do.
best. Keeping
Hi.
everybody
We gotta
alive
deal with the
tonight.
werewolf right now.
Everyone's loving the werewolves.
Werewolf.
One
Republic of
werewolf.
Werewolf.
All right, the night passes. Who's on last watch order? Yeah, so you're kind of sitting with your
I'm
back against the
casting
wall.
white on her for that last watch
Oh,
hour.
yeah. And you see that she does eventually fall asleep. Just actually, her
I'll
sleep
mage
is-
hand pet her.
yeah.
Asleep.
You're stroking her fur a little bit, and at some point, just as you maybe see the faint blue light of dawn, you see her shrink, and the chains kind of crinkle as they
And she's naked again, I'm sure.
shrink down. She's naked. Her clothes are nearby.
I'll mage
I
hand
mean,
pet
her clothes got torn through though, right?
I'm not gonna make her lose. I guess you weren't in your armor. Yes, her clothes are gone.
You would just have, probably have a change, but
Yeah, you have a change. Yeah, you're right.
Thank
A
you for
sack.
not. Thank you for not making me be naked.
A
you're
sack.
welcome.
You're
She wasn't
literally
in her
wearing
heavy
a
armor.
burlap sack.
I'm imagining you go Hulk, unless you got some stretchy pants.
Yeah,
Like,
some yoga pants.
Always
We
take
should
some
buy
stretchy
her
pants.
some stretchy pants.
But anyways, you see the form sort of meld and shift, and it comes down and she's just now laying there. The chains are on her snout, sort of fall to the side. She's asleep and dreaming kind of fitfully.
Closer to when I think she's gotten enough rest.
Yeah, she can sleep for a little while there.
Okay, so closer to then, I'd probably go over and gently wake her up.
Yeah.
Esme.
Your eyes snap
Esme.
awake. You've got a pounding headache.
And I'm definitely
Totally bound.
Totally bound, totally naked, hurting. You can take a short rest. You do not get the benefits of a long rest, but you can spend hit dice for a short rest.
So I would say, Esme, are you gonna bite me if I take your chains off?
No, of course not.
Okay,
And I
okay,
know what
good.
happened.
I'm-
waking up naked, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna be shh, stay quiet. I don't want to wake anyone else up, but I'm gonna unchain you so you can put on your clothes.
Thank you, Triessa.
Chain her.
All right. Yeah, you pull yourself
I eat
out.
her.
I choose to turn.
I'm using
Kill the rest.
I'm using the auto crit against her.
You free yourself.
Do I have any memory of
I think vague flashes of it.
what? Am
Like-
I injured from?
No, you got your short rest. You can spend some hit dice.
I mean,
These
I didn't,
injuries pretty much go away. So
I didn't take any.
We'll call it that those healed up then.
Okay. I just wanna. I want to know if I remember that Caecilius attacked me.
I think you probably do have a memory of a vague memory of burning and Caecilius's face.
I want to know because once I get dressed, I want to go wake him up and give him a hug.
All right.
Because he did what I asked him to.
This is the first sleep since the bad dream sleep.
Yes.
Do I still have -7 hit point max?
You sure do.
Tight.
Caecilius, you wake to Esme, now in fresh clothes.
I might
She's-
have a moment of
gripping your sword. Her face looks kind. Got the huge scar still down her face that's catching the lantern light.
I probably like have tears in my eyes, and I don't need to say anything. I just want to give him a hug.
he'll put, I think he would give a strong hug back and also say nothing.
Yeah. You should hug Wayland as well. You almost bit him a couple of times.
I'm sorry, Wayland.
No hug for Wayland.
It's fine.
She gives you the church hug.
Oh, the side hug? Love when you're going in for the hug and someone's like, yeah, and you're like, oh, okay, oh.
And then you
like that.
go to kiss him on the
Yeah.
cheek, and then they like.
We're not doing the full hug? Okay.
You
My
just
bad.
rub their belly.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, okay.
Oh my god,
This is
y'all.
some weird.
Hey, while we're at it, can I have a twisty boy?
Alright,
Let me have as many twisted
where
words
to
as
now?
Thanks.
Morning has come.
Where are we supposed
Morning.
to seek this knowledge about the Belladonna?
It's a mountain. I think we keep going up. I'm sure a temple will present itself.
There was a bridge.
That was the bridge.
I think it's about time to cross it. There's nothing for us in this guard tower. The wall is pretty much useless now. The only thing for us to do is press on. Unless you want to jump through green fire again.
No.
Not until we get what we came for.
Don't mount up. I push the mountain of snow off of
Yeah, he's just standing
Balashar.
there.
Get it out of the inside of his ribs.
You gotta.
I'll hug him. I'll like wrap my arms around him. Be like, good Balashar.
Regular horse maintenance. Clean out the snow from inside the skeleton ribs. Skeletal horse care tips. It's my new YouTube channel.
Good.
God, these are
Waylon will
so
mount up
good.
and then just kind of look a little sadly behind him at Esme. And kind of feel almost pity because he knows it's not quite in her control, and she obviously doesn't want to be like that.
Right.
I don't want to eat my friend.
I mean, he kind of infers that.
You instinctively open up the saddlebag to see
Yeah.
see that the Belladonna is still there. Clasp it shut.
I think Waylon's kind of like a little bit more determined to help Esme more than anything now that they've had to deal with her transformation face to face, rather than finding her randomly in a field with a dead deer around her and guts on her face.
Thanks for bringing that back up.
Just for you.
All right.
Caecilius feels the same level. We're here, we'll help her. If not, she's dead.
And out you ride across the bridge. The snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a stone bridge. At each end of the bridge is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each one are two statues of armored knights on horseback, facing each other with lances charging each other. The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge. And as you cross, you get that sense of vertigo from just being on the precipice of something massive. The low walls that enclose the bridge, you risk a couple of glances over. In some places they've fallen away, but the bridge does appear intact. And looking down below, you can see what you all have come to learn is the Luna River, roughly 500 feet below. You can hear rushing water, wind whipping.
We're about to pass over this bridge.
Yes.
That looks like it could fall apart.
No, the bridge
Oh.
looks fine.
Oh, okay.
It shows a little age, I guess, but not
Okay.
Bridge looks fine. And as you all... Yeah, bridge looks fine. Make a dex check. As you are crossing the bridge, imagine the flapping of your cloaks as the wind is picking up through this gorge.
running
You
through
again
the
hear
bones
a...
of-
And you look up and you can see a shadow. Massive. Wings outstretched like a bird of prey hunting. Flies overhead, far into the mists. You quickly do the math and know that is not any regular bird. That's not even a giant bird. That's a massive bird. Anyone who wants can make a nature or arcana check to have an idea of what that is.
I'll just give it one for... no idea.
18 plus 4.
What's a 15 get me on nature?
15, what'd you get?
13.
15, you're like, what I know about nature is I've seen a giant eagle before. This would eat that for breakfast. You distinctly remember in the library, you had some degree of comfort. You remember reading about basically a strange bestiary, strange animals. You remember reading about a roc, R-O-C. Massive, massive bird that lives for centuries. Huge.
Is it like the size of a dragon?
Size of a dragon. An eagle the size of a dragon.
Do I know, like, their typical alignment?
Well, you know that they're basically just beasts. They're birds of prey. They feed on animals. They feed on...
We're animals.
They would eat horses. In fact, that's, they've been known to attack caravans. Snatch something and carry it off.
This is fine.
Nice.
That's a rogue. I remember reading about them. They feast on other creatures. Humans are creatures. We're humans. They feast on horses too.
How far off does one think it is?
200 feet.
Too close for comfort.
We can make haste at the moment. I'd rather not fight a giant bird if we can help it.
Would you be able to do the same thing you did with the large goat?
It's too far away right now.
Why
it'd
is
have to be
everything on
120
this side
feet.
of the wall so big? All right.
As you all are discussing it, the shadow sort of flaps its wings and disappears beyond the mist.
Guess we press on.
If you'd like, I could wear the amulet just in case it gets to a close enough distance.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Osprey and I are connected enough to where we pretty much can figure out what we're doing.
You all press on. You cross the bridge. On the other side, one of the knight statues is partially crumbled. Its face almost looks skeletal as half of it is cracked and fallen off. And you leave the bridge behind. The road, or what passes as a road here, continues, switchbacks, circles the mountain, growing ever higher. The wind continues just biting at you, blowing hard. Anyone have any other thoughts before the next little bit?
I think Waylon's kind of a little bit more battle ready now that seeing the rope and learning what it was and stuff, but nothing. He's more focused on finding some way to find knowledge, so that path really doesn't do much for him.
In the tome of Strahd that we read, did it say something about the mountain?
Yeah
or nay?
I don't remember the text exactly. Do you have that on hand? Do you have the handout?
I don't know where it is right at the moment.
I need to keep a binder.
It's
I really
fine
should
if
have a
not.
shred binder.
I thought the darkness came down from the mountain. I know that it said, her note to me said I should not have.
I'm just trying to find the text for you. I'll take a look at it real quick. I don't recall, but I feel like it does.
I feel like it came up. I'm just trying to make sure that it came up in character that something said the darkness came down from the mountain and affected Strahd.
I believe it did.
Second. But I also can't place where that was said. Or
Let's read the Tome of Strahd right now. It's for everyone back home to catch up. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But that was... Sorry, look how horrible this font is. I just want to show if I struggle with this, it's not because I can't read. It's because this font is god-awful.
Weddings? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically Webdings.
Yeah, old Barovian is Webdings.
But the war years and the killing years were something that wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All good God, that's an A. This is an A. Just one more illustration. That's an A right there. Come on, man. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of a god's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and useful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, of rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went with Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words,
by the way, that's fine.
With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death too soon. I can't read that. Too soon? I guess so. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger welled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her, finally, in despair. She flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I have ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undeath forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the something is against me. I don't know what that means. The sun. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I yearn for most, but little else can harm me. Sorry, that I fear the most. Good God. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful fool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and keep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall... Something about the walls... Good God. I shall lead...
Something.
What do you think that word is right
dark
there?
Side.
I shall seal.
Seal shut.
Yeah, that's right. That is an S. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me. I encourage you to go Google the Curse of Strahd handouts and see if you can read that, because that is awful.
I will say that Caecilius is reciting that lowly under his breath on the switchbacks, but I remember now that would have spurred the memory. The Gulthias tree said that the darkness came down from the mountain and took Strahd's heart, and it should not take Caecilius's. And that I will just be reflecting on that half under my breath.
Okay. Do you want to say something about that darkness out loud to remind everybody?
Yes. The Gulthias tree shouting over the snowy wind.
Said that the darkness came down from the mountain and took Strahd's heart and turned it against this land. The evil here is ancient.
Hopefully it shall be vanquished.
Of course it will, but I can already feel it in my bones.
Checking that for flavor, but
In fact, you can. Your divine sense, you have a sense of cold, not just from the driving snow. And as that feeling of dread creeps up your dragon spine, the road fades away under a covering of snow. But it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway and a door made of polished brass.
which we've seen through the mist, glinting.
That you have.
What
On the
does
western-
a statue from amber look like?
Remember amber? You know what amber is?
Like the stone.
Like resin.
Like resin.
Oh, okay.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We took the code to fill in the holes! They have vampires in this vampire park. So that is what you see, these statues made of amber that are like semi-translucent, almost catch whatever light there is and seem to almost glow a little bit. To the western edge of the temple, let me show you a picture of what this temple looks like.
That's pretty nuts.
It doesn't have the amber statues, it's an older version, I believe.
Yeah.
But there are amber statues in there, just imagine.
These pictures are awesome.
On the left side of the temple, you can see a crack just that runs through the stone, and you can faintly see light coming from within that crack. What do you do? The wind is just...
We need to seek shelter. This weather is terrible.
That's where we have to go anyway. Find the knowledge.
Let's go.
Drive back the evil.
Don't forget the promise we made to that goat. Whatever these hunters are, we at least need to acknowledge their existence.
I hope
Might
the
be.
goat did not mean the rock.
Somehow I'm feeling like it did.
Just start pushing them.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we see those like women riding eagles or something?
What?
It was just I think the eagle sound that we heard was the
The rock.
The rock.
The rope.
roke.
Broke.
Rock and roke.
Do we know why we heard children laughing on the wind? No?
No.
Okay.
I think that was only you and I heard it, and because it was during our watching. We haven't
Y'all
said
probably
anything.
forgot.
Yeah,
It was right before I turned
You had
it
some
over.
pressing matters to attend to.
Yeah,
Like me eating you.
you tried.
I did try. I'll try harder next time.
Please don't. So,
Is it possible to up those? It looked like up the kind of small stairway we could get the horses up.
Oh, easily. And again, it's 20 foot wide, 20 feet high, the main door.
Yeah.
And then that crack is sort of set into the side. That would probably not be possible to get the horses through. But you do see light coming through it, kind of in the distance, and snow coming down.
I think Caecilius would go right up to the door.
yeah,
Anyway.
front door.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do a divine sense right here on the door.
You see Caecilius close his eyes, stick his hand on the door, and for an instant you just hear like all these voices trying to speak to you at once. Just and one is like, the gift of life, the gift of life, and then you're kind of snap back out of it.
Would I feel anything specifically within 60 feet?
Within 60 feet, I don't think so.
Okay.
But you get a very palpable sense of
As he's touching it, I
evil
would
and dread.
say, don't forget, Caecilius, that goat told us that there are many bad things inside of here. Many bad things.
I will open my eyes and think, perhaps more than you know.
And as you take it, you hear one voice looking at the back of your mind. Enter, Caecilius.
The crack his neck.
Don't trust everything you see in there. I don't know what's in there.
Arms at the ready then.
As he says that, you hear a voice. A calm, maternal voice. Yes, we can be strong together. We can help each other now. At long last. In the back of your mind, hair stands up on the back of your neck.
I don't recognize the voice at all.
Maybe vaguely familiar, but not in a way that you can pinpoint. And it opens easy. In fact, as you start to push on it, it almost feels like it has a will of its own. It takes almost no strength.
Cool.
And before you are 10-foot wide staircase heading down into pitch darkness.
That's it. It's only a staircase, right?
It's only a staircase. You
Going
can't
down.
quite see the landing below.
Sneeze somewhere.
Does someone have something I could cast a light on?
Waylon will hold this electric spear, I guess. So it's like,
Perhaps a shield, though.
I cast light on his shield. How far can I see with dark vision?
60 feet, I think.
Is it farther than that?
It is.
Okay.
so yeah, Waylon will hold up his shield that is now
All right.
lantern shield.
You guys can go down two to a side.
Alright.
What's your marching
2-2.
order? You two in front, I presume?
Me and Waylon.
Can I?
There are icy stairs leading down that seem to be hewn into the rock. Osprey could make it, but it could be very difficult for him. They're small, human-sized stairs, and they seem a little bit icy, at least up at the top.
I don't think we should bring Osprey down this.
I'm not leading him outside.
But we're inside the...
Nope, it's right on the
Oh,
other
we
side
haven't...
of the doors.
Oh! Sorry, I thought we were already inside, like, a structure.
I'm gonna cast freedom of movement on Osprey.
Tight.
Alright, cool.
Osprey will have no problem.
We'll walk down.
Alright, you all descend these stairs. They're icy and a bit treacherous, but you're able to make it no problem. And eventually, you reach a section that flattens out for a time, and there's arrow slits all on the sides, and you can kind of peer through them and see there's a small room, maybe 20 foot by 20 foot on either side.
I do think even if they look and see their empty Caecilius, whatever side he has is still
Yeah.
just carefully whip it up.
Alright, and the stairs come down and they open up to an overlook. A 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing overlooks a vast temple. Black marble staircases at each end of the balcony descend 30 feet down to the temple floor. The vaulted ceiling is another 30 feet above you. So all in all, this is 60 feet from floor to ceiling in this vast temple. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, lending the gloom a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stand closed at the west end of the balcony. A similar pair stands open to the east. I'm going to draw a mini map. It's just like a mini map. You know what? Let's wipe this real quick. Can I have you go grab a
wet wipe?
cloth?
A close.
A cloth.
Yeah. Take that opportunity. Thanks, Sean. Thank you guys again for chilling with us. Just a quick second here so we can start getting the dungeon drawn out for these guys.
The dungeon.
Let's see, what else is new? Yeah, did you guys... Oh, thanks. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate that. I really had a hard time reading that. That was very nasty. What do you guys think is in this temple, this amber temple?
Just about everything you can possibly have thrown at us.
I mean, you're speaking my language. I'm like, oh.
Black marble stairs, amber doors. Okay, yeah, I'm in. It's just Sean's personal aesthetic, TM.
Watch out, don't forget
It's actually Sean and Raven's apartment is black marble and
this
amber.
is oddly enough, this is what we
I
designed.
thought that was a really weird coincidence.
You also hear those voices whenever you come to our door.
Those kids laughing. And the ones that are like...
Come inside.
Alright, so I'm going to draw this pretty small so that we can still have plenty of space for whatever might come up. So right here, these are the stairs that you took down. There's this massive, this is 20-foot wide balcony. Stairs leading down here. This appears to be a massive room. You can't quite see that far down. Huge double doors there. Open doors there. You guys are right here. I know that's way too small for you guys to read at home.
No, I got you.
But it's maybe large, and I need some space. Let's see.
How navigable do the stairs do this at this point?
Those stairs are fine.
Okay.
It is freezing in here. Like, just, you've got to bundle up tighter even maybe than outside. And the doors are made of amber, so they're slightly translucent. You can't quite see through them, but they're almost, they're just thick enough to not be able to see through them.
And I'm sorry, you said the amber doors, one set was open and one set was not, so...
These doors are open, those doors are not. Those stairs lead down. This temple area is so huge, you cannot see the far side.
It's in here, so
You know
these
that
are open
extends.
and these are closed.
Correct.
Might as well not let anything get behind us. If there's something behind us, we should check out these doors.
Leave no stone unturned.
Might as well go to the open one.
Makes less noise that way for the time being.
Agreed.
Alright, y'all head to that one. Actually, everyone make me a perception check really quickly. We're going to call this difficulty 20.
No, man.
We have the nat 20 if we wanted to.
We need to save that. Yeah.
That's a 17?
That's a massive
Oh,
smite,
24.
Yeah, right?
Alright, you guys are turning to go towards those open stairs, and you hear laughter. Human laughter. Humanoid laughter. Coming from the two closed doors. And it doesn't sound sinister. It's like... and you hear like another voice kind of like jibing back. Almost like people being jovial.
Do you hear that laughter?
And even as she says it, the laughter stops. Like it was clearly like a joke or something that was told.
Where did I hear from again?
From the double doors that are closed on the far side.
They came from those double doors. I heard laughter. Like human laughter.
Then maybe we check the double doors first.
We could let them sit for now. Check the open doors first. They're behind a closed door. This open door, anything could come through at any time.
But if there's something bad behind the open door, or beyond it, I don't know.
If they're still laughing, they don't know we're here. We have time to check behind the open door.
I agree with Wayland.
It's true.
Seems more tactical.
But we'll keep in mind that there's something right behind
Very
us.
cautious.
Okay. You all continue that way, passing through these stairs. I guess I can draw this just a little bit bigger, but...
Give me like 5 maps.
Yeah, that was
varying
maybe
size.
tiny. You come into a new hall. Here, I'll start drawing it bigger off this main hall. How about that? You come into this large kind of annex area.
Yeah, you can barely see.
That's okay. Okay, you all are right there. This room is completely featureless, except for a rough-edged 10-foot diameter circular hole in the floor to the east, and torch sconces along the walls. Obviously empty, nothing, there's no light in here whatsoever. It's coming from the shield and your dark vision. That is all the light sources you have. Double doors of amber stand open to the north and the west, which you just came from, and a single closed door lies just south of the western set of double doors. The hole in the floor looks like it's been dug.
Wayland will walk over to the hole in the floor and kind of like hold his shield down to it to see if...
Alright. You do. You hold your shield down and you see kind of yellow amber reflections, and then you see green lights appear kind of just out of vision. It's about a 20-foot shaft, and it looks like there were clear handholds carved into it. Like it's almost like there's ladders around it, carved into the rock, chiseled into the rock. But as you beam your shield down, you see green lights
Like
ignite.
the same from outside of the temple.
Very similar, yeah. Yeah, maybe not the exact same, but like that same hue. And then as you look, you hear, "Ah!" And a skull comes from out of view, wreathed in green flame, looks up at you and starts flying up the hole, and then the other two. Let's roll initiative, everybody!
Sorry, everybody. Curiosity killed the cavalier.
Oh my god, how long have you been saving that one?
Right?
About 5 seconds, actually. Usually not the one on point, so I don't get to explore this stuff.
You're on tip, man.
Yeah, you're on tip, not point.
Sorry.
Castle Mac.
Oh,
Here's those double doors that are
that
open.
verbiage.
See what I mean? Oh, this is that. Alright, everyone put yourself where you would be. And get ready.
I'm ready.
To get ready.
I mean, I don't think that we all would have been right up on him.
Yeah, put yourselves
Thank you.
where you want to be.
You wanna be?
Right there's good.
I mean, I think I actually probably would have been checking out. This is the door over here
Yeah.
that was closed. I think if he
You
was
have
checking
dark
that
vision?
out. Nope.
Oh, good.
Alright, everybody get their initiatives in.
Yep.
Okay.
Got it in.
Yes, you did.
Just the never mind.
Alright, what do we got across the board here, fam?
Oh, we got a raid.
Oh, we got raided. Who raided us?
Mini
Mini
terrain.
terrain. What's up, Jake?
shit.
Thanks,
What's up,
yours.
Sorry, didn't want to interrupt.
That's
but
okay. No,
really.
I miss it, especially when I'm like prepping for battle. That's probably when I miss misery. So please. Okay, initiatives. Driessa.
7!
8!
Wow, you guys are gonna win.
We almost missed the high five.
I know.
This is gonna be nasty.
11.
Wayland.
It's gonna be
11.
nice.
I got a 17.
Make that face again. No, I
Can
can't.
I get a grappy board?
It just happened.
All right, you all hear coming, and you see Wayland take a couple of steps back, pulls Osprey back, and you see this green flaming skull that looks a bit like that.
Ew.
What?
That's my next
up.
tattoo.
That's my next tattoo.
Cool.
I'm gonna offer him
Flies
a red
up.
line real quick, see if he's hungry. You know.
Yeah. Caecilius, it is your turn. You turn just in time to see the first one coming up and around. Anyone can make an Arcana check. Difficulty 20 to know what this is.
I don't know
Nope.
what it is.
No, I have no idea what this is.
19.
Oh, so
Freaking
close.
crap.
You're like, man, I swear I
Dapper.
remember the red wizards.
I'm moving this so I don't confuse it with
Okay.
my own second
Got it.
one.
So I can get right up there, and I'm
Mhm.
going to swing on this flaming
He's
skull. That
swinging.
would be a 13.
That is a hit.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so if just for my knowledge, if I were to crit on this skull,
It would take the extra damage,
okay.
which is 4d8 extra damage.
Okay.
So that is
Ooh,
11
we got a
damage.
sneeze.
Hit again for another
Oh, got
8
another-
damage.
Another 8, so how much was it in total?
19 total.
19?
And another divine reroll.
And another divine reroll. My goodness. Shogun! Thank you, sir. Guys, let's use them up. Let's use them up.
I'm fist pumping.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
wanna do it
Shogun.
too.
That is so awesome of you, man. Appreciate that.
I was pretty badass.
This is great. Oh my god.
Y'all
Okay.
buck wild.
don't
You,
even deserve it.
that skull floats up, and Caecilius runs over, slashes his sword at it, and it hits it, and its jaw hinges, like falls down, and a couple of teeth.
19.
And a couple of teeth scatter across the floor, and its green flame winks for a second, and it looks at you, and in the recesses of its eyes, flames burn. Wayland, your turn.
Osprey's gonna go first and try and hoof the one that's kind of right there at the edge
Okay,
that
yeah, that's fair.
Caecilius went for. So we're gonna go. That's convenient. 12 plus.
That's it.
Okay. Cool. So 2d4 or 2d6 plus 4. That'll be 8 damage from the hooves on the one Caecilius just did, and then Wayland's gonna lance that dude with his spear, and I'm guessing he's kind of up, so I don't have advantage on him from being mounted.
Yeah, he's not on the ground. He's floating.
Yeah, right. 8 plus 7, so
That's a hit.
Yep.
That noise, like
7 plus 2 is 9 plus 6. That would be.
What's your lightning damage?
Lightning damage. Which one's the lightning? Hold on.
The
I think it's
D6.
a D6, so 2 lightning damage.
Okay.
And plus 13 martial piercing damage.
So it's 14 or 15 total damage?
Yeah, 2 of it's lightning.
Alright. It comes up. Osprey kicks back, smacks it a little bit, and you see cracks appear in its skull. You take your spear and just slam it into it, and it shatters into bone all over the place. And it's green flame, just sort of still, the pieces of it are still kind of burning, and then they wink out.
Cool. Are those ones?
They're still kind of down below.
Okay, so I can't get them, and I'm not throwing my spear down a hole.
Don't do that.
Alright. On their turn. This one flies up, and it flies with surprising speed. It's sort of, and it flies over into this corner, and it speaks. And a flame bolt slams into the middle of the party. Hey, everybody, to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
is it a necrotic flame? Because I'm resistant.
Oh, it's not a necrotic flame, unfortunately. It's a fire flame.
11.
And Wayland and Osprey, and
We both rolled 1s.
well, good. Esme, you get a bonus on your save from Kai. Triessa, you do not.
Oh, yeah, then I forgot that I had a saving throw. So I rolled a.
What's the save?
Dex.
What failed?
I
What
rolled a
do I have to beat?
You have to beat a
I got 14.
13.
I got a 14 with my own save bonus.
Would y'all care if I used a divine reroll for Osprey? Because I just rolled a 1 for him.
I just rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 1.
Yeah, use another one.
Can I use another?
Yeah.
Osprey got that.
The gods are looking at y'all.
Yeah.
There you go. So did everybody pass?
No.
Yes.
Wayland took.
Wayland
took a hit.
didn't. What about you?
Oh yeah, I passed.
You passed?
Thanks.
So
y'all.
everybody but
Thanks,
Wayland
y'all.
passed.
Woo!
Wayland, you take 23 points of fire damage.
That's neat.
You all take 12.
I take
You
6.
take 6. As it, just flame erupts all around you. This one is intelligent, hugs the back end, comes over here, does the same thing. Everybody please make me another dex save, baby.
Dex?
Mm-hmm.
I failed.
I did too.
Osprey and I passed this time.
Really? Even? Oh, because your dex sucks.
15?
So, I mean, yeah, because that's an 8, then plus 3, though.
Mm-hmm.
I got a.
Does 15 pass?
15 passes.
I got a 9.
Fails.
A naked 15 and 19 for me and Osprey.
You passed
so,
for both. How's Balashar doing?
I didn't bring Balashar.
Oh, Balashar's outside. Yeah, that's right. He's just standing out there chilling.
Chilling.
Okay.
Literally.
Anyone who failed takes 23 points of damage. You take half. Anyone who passed will take 11. And those are hovering 10 feet off the ground. They float back up kind of towards the ceiling.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Esme, your turn.
Is that so? I will shoot the first one. I did that thing with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Didn't get him.
What'd you get? Add it up.
Okay, so I got a 4 plus a 6.
Good. Yeah, you did not get him.
Okay, cool.
There's a D20 left out there.
No.
You could crit on a guiding bolt.
No.
I know what you could save that for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's Esme. Driessa, you're up.
I knew it was 2d4 for healing if I used
A higher spell slot.
Higher spell slot. Cool. Oh, by the way, I'm probably going to healing word myself.
Yeah, that's probably
So
a good
I'm going to
idea.
use
That's
a
neat.
level
Osprey's at
2. 7 plus 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's 11. I'm going to apply my 11 real quick. And then...
The D8?
Oh! Shoot, I'm sorry. Sorry, let me re-roll that real quick.
Yeah, no worries. Didn't even notice.
10.
Okay.
Okay. And
Pretty
then...
effective.
So that was my bonus action, and that was a spell and not a cantrip, and so that was a bonus action. And then who's next to me? No one.
No one.
I can, and you just took a shit ton of damage, right?
Osprey first. He's at 2 hit points.
Okay, I'm going to move up right here, and I'm going to touch Osprey and use my healing hands ability to give him 8 hit points.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Caecilius, back to you, sir.
So they're 10 feet up, so...
They are 10 feet up, I'm afraid. They know how to fight. They ain't gonna let you swing your sword at
Which
them.
I did... I would have recovered one of those javelins from the
Yeah,
rock.
fair.
So,
Yep.
so I have 4.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that I'm keeping
You
track.
smelled what the rock was cooking.
Yeah.
No.
No?
You were picking up what he was putting down.
Then I will use my interact to put away my sword.
Yep.
I ain't a dummy.
Punch the...
I will come
Yep.
over here
Cool.
so that I'm not next to everybody. And I guess this one right here, chuck a javelin.
Cool. That's a hit, sir.
Javelin is a D6. That would be 10 damage. And I'm going to do the same thing again on the same one. That'd be a 14.
Also a hit. Actually, as the javelin comes out, it goes and a blue shield, and the javelin bounces and falls to the ground.
Got you. Then
I'll let you recover all your javelins, by the way. I mean, they're not like arrows. They're not shattering when they
Okay.
hit a target. They're spears made of metal, basically.
all right.
You can recover them all. Wayland, over to you, sir.
So on my... Osprey's going to go first. He's going to hold his action until I dismount.
Okay.
So I'm going to then dismount.
Cool.
Osprey, do you have my on-foot model?
Probably somewhere. Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah. And then Osprey is going to use his move action to move to the back corner of the room, kind of like, yeah. And then that only takes
5 feet.
5
for you,
feet
since
for
you're
me.
since you're a pro.
And then I'm going to move to here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to throw my spear at the one that Caecilius just attacked. 18 plus
Definite hit.
7. Yeah. So 5 electric or lightning damage, and then 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
So 19 total.
All right. It's like hits it and it kind of knocks it off kilter. It sort of flies with the spear for a little bit to the side before the spear falls to the ground, falls through it. Okay, on its turn. The one that you chucked the spear at looks to you.
Can I use the interact to draw my sword?
Yes.
After that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It turns to you and opens its mouth, and you see a glow, and then a bolt of fire comes sailing from outside of its mouth.
Little wizard skulls. Sons of bitches.
Fucking flame scullies.
You're
Misses?
fucking flame skullies.
And the second one hits you. Okay.
Do I need to make a dexterity
You
thing?
do not. Nope, this isn't a fireball anymore.
Thank God.
9 points of flame damage. The first one comes at you, and you actually raise your shield, and it hits off it. And then you kind of peek around, and this one hits you square in the chest. You just feel heat kind of wrapping all around you and burning. And this one goes, shoots flame bolts at you, Driessa. Gets you for 13 damage. Misses on the second one. The first one just, and then you kind of dodge out of the way as the next one sails past you and hits the ground, explodes in scorching little cinders. Esme, you're up. Thanks, MTD. Appreciate that, my dude.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Spiritual.
You have your spiritual weapon upstairs, don't you?
I know where I have it.
Where?
Up here.
Oh, where?
Up your button around the corner.
All right.
Yep.
I assume right there?
Yep.
I mean, you would know where it is.
So since it's between the two, does it have to target one, or will it hit both?
It targets one. It's just a regular roll attack.
Okay. So I roll to hit. I got a 15.
That is a hit. You hurting the one that's already hurt or the fresh one?
The fresh one.
Okay, great. I love it. I like when you guys split your attacks. Cool.
I'm kidding. I'm hitting the other one.
Oh, no, do your thing.
Fucking hate you.
I use my mage hand to slap her. You slap the queen?
No.
No. Absolutely, that was a joke.
So that is a 6 plus 4. 3. My spellcasting ability. Plus 3.
Okay. Yeah, it appears, and it's like, and it hits it in the middle, and part of the skull cracks. The lower jaw splits open, and it's hanging on 2 different hinges. It's still hovering, but it's not looking great. Driessa. Actually, that was only a bonus action. What do you do with your action?
Yeah, that was just your boner.
I did have a boner. Can I have the other one make me a wisdom save?
The fresh one? Because did you focus on the hurt one or the fresh one?
We're focusing on the hurt
The
one.
hurt
She
one.
wants the
Okay,
other one.
so now you're saying the other one, the one
Yes.
that's not hurt. Okay, well, what am I doing?
A wisdom save.
Okay. Oh. Wisdom save, what's the DC I'm looking for?
14.
Fails.
Cool. And he's not
Wow.
She
injured.
is not injured.
Wow.
I should have went for the one that was injured.
Wow.
That was
Wild
dumb of
cat.
me. I'll take 3 necrotic.
Cool.
No. It's another D8 too, because I'm
Oh, yeah, you are higher level, that's right.
plus.
That was a 1.
Was it a 1?
That was a
If
1.
only you had focused it, you know?
I know, Steven.
Yep. You know, lead a horse to water.
I
Caecilius, it's your
honestly
turn.
want a divorce.
Alright,
A D in divorce.
same
Dungeons and Dragons and divorces.
Dungeons and Divorces. Chucking more javelins right at it.
Ooh!
What you gonna do?
How does it die?
This is the one that had just the...
Oh, yeah. It was already in a tight spot.
I think it went to turn to the spiritual weapon, and it just, right in the temple, just...
And I think the javelin hits, and then it just loses its flight, and just and the skull shatters on the ground.
Fuck yeah. Then I will chuck one at the other one.
Okay.
Let's see. That is going to be a 16.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Wait, did I take my turn?
No, you skipped her.
I did skip you. Yep. I totally
But
skipped
continue,
you.
it's fine.
We'll let Kai finish the
She
turn.
can jump
back
in.
to you. Sorry about that.
We'll remember it though.
God.
It's like, wow, I haven't gone in a
It's because
while.
I moved it, and then I was like, wait, that was just the bonus action.
9 damage on the other one.
Okay.
We'll remember.
Yes, please take your turn now.
Wait, so what's even still here?
There's a whole skull
one
right
more
Just that
flamey
one
skull.
flamey skull. I'm just gonna spend my turn to heal myself. That's all.
Yeah, I should do that too.
God.
Eventually I'll do that.
I forgot what I was gonna
Only
do
a
because
half.
I've been thinking about it for so long, waiting for my turn.
And then he skipped it.
No,
Sounds like
I'm
you
gonna
crumble
heal
sometimes.
myself. with another level 2, and I'm not rolling d8s this time.
I mean, you did just as well at those.
5 plus what?
In the book?
Plus my 9. Okay, and that's a bony. And God damn it, I hate the scrolling. Okay, I am going
Spears all the way over
to have the last skull boy make a charisma save, please, as I attempt to banish it.
Fails.
Bye.
It just blinks out. What do you all do now?
I go
Wait, you
check
can't
out
cast
got a minute.
banishment if you did a bonus action.
Oh,
healing
that's
word.
Oh, I
true.
can't?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're totally right. I forgot.
It winks out of existence like.
I was like,
You're cheated.
You're cheated.
thank you, Lydia.
It actually
I forgot.
says that as it comes
Yeah,
back.
you're cheated.
I'm actually going to do a less
Only if it had a tongue.
useful spell known as Sacred Flame. So if you could have it just succeed on a dex.
Question: what kind of damage does Sacred Flame do?
Radiant.
Oh, it's radiant.
Mhm.
Okay, good. What save am I making? Dex, you say?
Dex.
That stands for
Fails.
dexterity.
Cool. So 2d8 raw damage. 6.
Say more things.
Waylon, your turn.
So I'm gonna try and my spear is there where the last one was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and loop around the skull, holding my shield up
Okay.
around it, and try and throw my sword down and pick up my spear.
Yep. We'll let you do that for your turn.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of here, kind of ready, looking at him.
Cool.
And I'm gonna use Second Wind as my bonus action.
Okay. Good.
Because I is hurting. Cool. So that is 1 plus 8. So that's 9. Cool. That's fine.
All right. On its turn, it turns, looks at you, Waylon. It opens its mouth, and you see 4 lights appear, and then all 4 of the lights come and slam into you.
Bye.
Thank you.
16 points of damage, sir.
What are you?
Ooh.
How badly does Waylon look
How-
to me right now?
How do I kill him?
No, you don't kill him.
Yeah, alright.
He ain't great.
He ain't great.
But he alright.
He's like a third of the pie left.
Your turn, Esme.
Bonus action. Spiritual weapon.
Fine, not good. Good, not great.
15.
That's a hit.
Got him.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a 7.
Plus 3.
All y'all with your dice you can't read.
I
I can read mine.
Yeah, but they're
I
prettier.
can read mine.
You can't.
teacher's pet.
Okay, what do you do now?
Mr. McLaughlin, I can read my dice.
I'm gonna shove you in a locker.
Oh.
Can I have him make
Again.
me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, you can.
Thanks.
Staying in school,
Passed.
shove me in a locker.
Neat. He's very wise.
Driessa, Essa.
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
What?
Caecilius. Just kidding.
If this was hot, I'd throw it at you. Just kidding, I would never. That's rude.
I really want to look her way.
You have a refrigerator full of them.
That thing.
It's a long walk up
There's a
there.
warm one right there.
Huh? No, it's warm.
That's what I said. Mm-hmm.
Alright, y'all freeze.
Oh no.
I'm going to heal myself again because I'm still so low.
I
Still as a
love it.
bony.
I love it.
11 added. What's wrong with you?
Me? Nothing.
Then I'm going to Sacred Flame the thing again. If I could have another dex save, please.
Pass.
I don't even bother picking up my dice.
Caecilius.
It's still 10 feet, right?
Yes.
I only have one javelin
Okay.
right at the moment, so.
You have to go fetch those javelins.
Yeah, it's 14, right?
Blue diverts and clatters to the ground.
Okay.
We have this auto crit.
No.
Not on a flaming
You
skull.
don't get to take the auto crit on a stupid flame skull.
You do it when you can cut someone's head off. With
We're
a
not going to
Vorpal
use
sword.
all the nat 20s on Vorpal swords. Let me say that now.
I'm with Lydia on this one. I kind of want to see some beheadings.
I want to see it
Two
too,
against
but
two.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna move actually to where I can use my other to gather a.
Okay, yeah.
If
I'll let
that
you
works,
grab
then
one. I'll let you pick
That's
up one.
that's all I'm saying.
Wayland,
Can I kind of stab him from where I am, or is he too high? All right, I'll just throw it at him
you
then.
do not have reach, my dude.
Yeah, I will throw this spear at him because I have advantage when I'm throwing it.
Yes, you do.
You guys.
7 plus 7, so 14.
Oh, no, 'cause
His blue shield is still up. Diverts. Clatters to the ground.
That's obnoxious.
Sean, you're gonna choke. Get those out.
Come on, Sean.
Here.
We're not here to screw around. We're here to play D&D safely.
The
What's the
mom-
number one rule of D&D? Safety.
You're gonna choke.
Sorry, the mom
What else
was
do you
like
do? What
very
else do you
nervous.
Where did my spear clatter? Did it clatter back towards me because I'm right there? Is it kind of like...
You would have to move and go pick it up. We'll call it an interact to pick it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just pick it up.
yeah. Continue to like hold my shield up towards it and...
All right.
Pick my spear
Oh,
back
his turn.
Yeah.
This time, 3 balls.
Alright, here
All
we go.
on the boy throwing the spear. 9 damage, sir.
Still standing.
And with that, your cantrips, your javelins, your spear, bring this guy down. You have like 4 hit points left. We're not going to play through the rest of the round for that.
Thank
Love
God.
And as it shatters to the ground, you all start to see pieces of the skull slowly like wiggling towards each other,
Oh,
like they're
no.
going to regenerate.
That's a son of a bitch.
Slowly. It's like you hear an imperceptible kind of... But you guys see 2 pieces kind of fuse together.
Can I go and stomp on him?
You can certainly stomp on them.
Let me make-
Looks like it would take a pretty long time, but then it'll happen.
I'm gonna pick up one of the pieces and put it in my pocket.
Okay. You can.
Just have a,
I'm
just
gonna-
have a fucking flame skull magnet all coming out your pocket.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna take as many pieces as I can and just drop them down in the pit.
Okay. You hear them kind of clatter down in the pit, and as you do, you hear like coming from down below in the pit.
Okay. That's probably fine. So let's
I think it should be.
move on.
Yep. Let's get out of here.
We'll take a quick break.
Yeah, let's
Just
take
like
a
a
quick break.
5-er.
5-minute break. We'll be back in 5, everybody.
5. 5 minutes.
BRB at the 5-minute mark. Someday we're gonna come back without a weird thing happening.
We're gonna do it.
Everybody, we're back. So, you all are standing in this room. There is a shaft in the center of the room that's been dug out, and there are clear hand and footholds. Could very easily be climbed. Beneath you, you do see a room, but due to the angle, you can't see what's in there. But you saw the flame skulls clearly came up, battled you up here.
Can we see a bottom down there?
It's only about 20 feet down, yeah.
I have dark vision. I can walk up and see. I have like celestial dark vision-y stuff.
Yeah, it's not that you can't see down there. It's only 20 feet down. It's the
hole.
angle, right? If you're looking through a tunnel that...
Bird's eye view.
Yeah. So you just can't see how big the room is, how far out it expands.
Which way did your other character's Raven descend down there?
Or hedge. It looks like one could climb down there.
We do have those voices on the other side, though.
I would think it's a better idea to check behind that door than to fall into a pit.
I wasn't going to volunteer for climbing. I'm not the best at it.
Well, then we take the other door.
What about this one? This open one right here?
I guess peek through while we can over in this open door.
Okay.
I think, not swinging it open, but just peeking your head through.
All right. You look in, and it's a long hallway. Glazed amber covers the walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor. You can tell it's 70 feet. You just barely make out the back. Actually, you don't even have dark vision.
So
You see darkness. You have dark vision, right? And you have dark vision. The two of you can faintly make out the far end. The amber doors at both ends of this huge hall stand open. You see a closed door in the middle of the east wall, and you see arrow slits cut on the left wall, which would be looking into that huge open temple you saw. So from this hall, there are slits looking into that vast room. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a single door, there's a double door at the far end, and a single door on the right. So it's right here in our mini drawing. There's this huge hallway, arrow slits, and then you can see double doors and a single door.
Looks like a gun.
Does kind of.
No voices.
No voices here.
Do you want to go see who that was speaking?
Say we shut this door and look on the other side of that big room.
What are the chances that they're friendly?
None.
0 to none. We just encountered flaming skulls.
Should we attempt, I hate saying this in case they weren't going to harm us, but should we attempt to surprise them in some way? Open the doors quickly and just start attacking them with our spells?
It's a magical place. It could be that we're just hearing things.
Talking amongst yourselves.
When we took watch first before it happened, we did hear voices on the wind, a laughter almost of children.
This didn't sound like children laughing. It sounded like adults.
But there couldn't have been children outside in that weather. Maybe they're just voices on the wind because of the dark magic that remains in this area.
Possibly.
I don't think we should go in casting and throwing, but I think being very ready would be a good way to put it. I think we should shut these doors if we leave this room, though.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Let's check out the small door while we're at it. Just that little tiny door.
I didn't say it before.
Oh, hey, while we're in here, can we have a short rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Take a shorty. Take a breather.
Thanks.
Osprey's gonna use a hit dice.
Oh, wow. Pretty damn good.
And Osprey's back and forth. Then yours truly. I don't know why I'm rolling one at a time. So that's 10, 12 plus 8 times 3 is 24, right?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna crack open that little. There was that little
Down the hallway?
No, there was. Didn't you say?
Oh,
there was
yeah,
a little,
yeah.
like, just a little
Yeah,
regular
kind of
door?
back.
Yeah.
It leads you to an empty barracks. And you see in the back of the wall a clearly secret door that's cracked open a little bit.
I would light a torch, by the way.
Yeah.
And hold it. Can I hold it in my shield hand?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And you push that open, and
Sorry.
it is the room that has the arrow slits looking at the stairs coming down.
Okay.
Besides that, nothing special. Nothing to find there. Completely barren, but it looks like it. This could be defended from there.
Gotcha.
I spent some sorcery points to regain the spell slot,
Cool.
just so you know.
No problem.
All
right, you all-
I'd come back through and be like, that just leads to where the arrow slits were in the hallway.
All right.
Across the hall, then.
Yes. Come on, boy.
Yes.
He sort of limps a little bit.
He spent
Shakes.
his hit dice to recover his health.
All right, down the hall.
Down the hall.
We're going down the hall. We're not going across.
We're going.
Oh, which way? You going
we're
back
going,
across?
We're going straight across to where the voices were.
Straight across,
Yeah.
back the way
Yeah.
you came to where
Yeah.
the voices are. Okay. Yep, you all head that way and get to this door. It's another amber door that's closed. And as you get closer, you can hear the very clear sounds of jovial laughter and chatting in a language you don't recognize. You're like, "Roar, nah, go da." And you can hear a fire crackling.
And they sound happy.
Yeah, they sound pretty.
Does it
pretty
sound
jovial.
like the language the skulls were yelling at us in the?
Good question. No, not at all.
Okay. Well, Waylon's gonna kind of spear on top of Shield and push the door open.
All right. You push the door open. Where's everybody else at this moment?
I'm right behind Waylon.
I'd be right next to him.
And
Okay.
I'd be in the back.
All right. You push the door open, and you can see torches in sconces. And you can see the huge crack in the backside of the room that leads out where you saw that light coming from. It's that
Yeah.
crack. You see 6 bedrolls made of stitched animal furs covering the floor. You see an animal that's been strung up, hanging, and it's been gutted. And there's a fire nearby. And all around, you see 6 men wearing basically loincloths. Huge. They have white paint all over their bodies. And they're sort of lounging. And then you see a woman who also looks like just huge. She has a big round circular spear that's actually, or circular shield that's on her. It's got the big central buckle. I forget what that's called. And she is standing there, and she's holding a spear here, and she's kind of poking the butt end of it at one of the guys who's like, "Rah!" And they see you and they're like, "Rah!" And they all jump up and start scrambling for weapons. And we're gonna roll initiative.
These are the hunters, though.
Probably. Well, there's that.
There
cranky-
it is.
That's a 6. I'm going
There's
last.
that 17.
It's okay. I still only got a 19.
Literally can't get a 20.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second. I'll draw the map out here.
Caecilius, Esme, Waylon, what did you roll?
That would be a 6. I'm probably at the back.
This is where that crack heads off.
Crackhead.
I don't like you. Okay. We've got bedrolls all around.
Is this a circle?
Yeah, that's my attempt at a circle. That's my impression of the Sean O'Hara circle.
I'm gonna just kill Lydia's character every time that you make fun of it.
Kill
and
her,
then, and then I'm gonna
stare
leave.
at me.
And I'm like, that's up to you.
fire here.
I don't know. Nothing ever good happens when whaling goes near fire.
You're not Zesk.
The hanging gutted animal is right there. And let me just go ahead and grab some
That's an
figures, you know? That's the framework for holding the animal.
Like
Yeah.
a buffalo
Okay, I
or
was about to
something.
say, did we have a Minecraft?
It was
animal?
splayed open.
Got me like an animal.
Keep going. Keep going.
I can't. I don't know what they say past that point. Also, my bangs aren't bad enough. Got me.
Just a half-inch bang.
What?
All right. This is going to be the woman who is standing there. That's not quite. I just wanted to
Yeah,
to look huge.
Graham coming back.
Little Graham action.
The thing about skeletons.
Here's the thing.
is-
Well, I've learned about skeletons. I know how they're made. I do. A little different, but not as different as
I
you
know
might
how
think.
they're made. I know how they're made too.
Okay. Getting silly tonight. Let's go around the table. How'd we do, Triessa?
We're in
We're
order.
already in order.
We're-
You're already in order? Okay, well, where would a 12 put me?
had a
Behind
whaler.
me.
I had a whaling behind her.
Okay. And where would a 10 put me?
I had a whaling behind her.
Okay. Now, that being said, only she is armed. The rest of them would at least have to spend some of their movement to grab their weapons.
Where is the
This is
entrance
the
to the room?
double doors were
That
here.
is, yeah, they're here, sorry.
Okay, well, I
There's
think...
that many of them?
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Why is that? Why are you losing it right now?
I don't know, just there's really that many of them? Yes.
We're geek
Could I
squad
say
tonight,
something
guys.
before we go?
Yeah.
Why not?
You have to do it on your turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Do it. Doors are opening. What you got to say?
I could affect all of them with a spell if you wouldn't mind waiting.
I don't mind.
Just don't enter the room yet. I probably yelled that out as fast as I possibly could.
I did leave Osprey in kind of the main hall.
Okay, no problem.
Dungeon
Kinda
crawling
silly
with
is-
horses.
All right. If that's what she said, then I'm going to hold an action. For right now, if somebody comes within melee range, I will attack.
Okay.
Samesies.
Esme, holding action.
For what it's worth, I will too eventually.
Yeah,
You don't need.
Yeah, I was like,
double doors are actually slightly offset, so let me just do this. My bad. My B.
it's all good.
Okay. Triessa.
I am going to cast Sickening Radiance, starting here, so it affects a 30-foot radius centered on this point.
Okay, what was
What
it again?
is
I'm
that?
sorry.
Sickening Radiance.
I've never
I
heard
have
of
no
that.
idea what that is. You want
So,
to read that? I've never
dim
seen it.
greenish light spreads within a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose. Light spreads around corners, lasts until the spell ends, 10 minutes. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a con save or take 4d10 radiant damage, suffers level of exhaustion, and emits a light.
Yo, I've never heard of this spell. That's so
Whoa!
dope.
It's my level 4.
That spell is awesome. Oh yeah, and you spent your sorcery points to get your level 4 back.
Oh no, I spent it for my 2 so I can heal this.
Oh, gotcha, right. Oh, you spent your level 4 yesterday on the fly.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. What a great spell. I've never even heard of it. Cool. Okay, well, it's just a sickening green light that fills the room, yeah?
So,
Do we want to draw it out?
Yeah,
So-
we're going to draw it out,
So
girl.
the con, or they take 4d10
4d10
damage.
and
Oh, they
level
all need to do a
exhaustion.
con save. Yeah.
Center-
when they
there?
start their.
Yeah.
So basically the whole room.
Yeah. So good thing y'all didn't go into it yet.
So
Yeah, I
the,
mean, with the 30-foot radius, that's the whole room.
oh, good.
So now a con save for each of them, please.
It's when they start their turn there, right?
Oh, yeah.
It'll
But
go-
that's about to be
it'll go
them.
in that
Yeah.
one too, right? Just
That
in case
is about
someone
to be
try
them.
run out.
Okay, well, all of these guys are starting their turn right there now. So it is
Get
a
your D10
con
ready.
save. What's the
15.
difficulty? 15?
15.
Okay, they do have pretty good saves, but not that great. So this guy, pass.
Mhm.
This guy, fail. Is it half as much on a save? Pass.
No,
It's-
it's
I think it's
all or
just
nothing,
or.
I think.
Pass.
So he's failed. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. Both fail. And 3 over there. Fail. So really, just put 1 on the guys that passed. Those 2 passed.
This guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
And so I get to roll 4d10. May I borrow 2d10s?
Yeah, you can.
You want a shiny boy?
I'll take one shiny. 4d10 and a level of exhaustion. And they emit light.
So it's a disadvantage.
That's
so
awesome.
6
I think it's
plus
just that you can see
9. Oh, that's
The
10.
exhaustion, I mean.
Oh,
16,
yeah.
18.
First level of exhaustion is disadvantage on skill
The
checks.
skill checks.
18 damage.
18 damage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just let me know when you need to use it again.
That was decently solid.
That was alright.
They're all just like, and they kind of grab their weapons and they look confused. Like they're looking at her and they speak this language like, and she's like, no! So they're going to complete their moves now, but they are definitely not in a great way. This guy picks a weapon up and comes rushing at you right here, Caecilius.
Yeah, I'm taking my... I'll just roll both.
Yeah, just
attacks,
roll all
right?
your attacks together for...
1 hit.
1 is a definite hitsy.
Oh.
That is for 12 damage.
Okay. And then he comes at you and he drags this axe off the ground. And as he does, the blade of it kind of hits the stone and some sparks come out. And he comes at you and he's got a beard and like this meat in the beard where they were eating something over the fire. And he's just like, and he swings it at you.
Just feral.
And what is your armor class,
21,
my dude?
my dude.
He swings this axe, and with a mighty blow, you throw your shield up and block it away, but it's just clang! This loud punch of it as you sling it to the side. This guy comes rushing at you and also does the same thing, Caecilius. And as he's running at you, he's got his axe over his head, and like throws his body into it as he approaches
I'm gonna make
you.
a reaction to make a melee attack out
Go
of
ahead.
it. 10 plus 7.
That is a hit.
Alrighty. So, 14 damage.
I think technically your sentinel happens after, is that right?
It says when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and the target doesn't have this feat,
Okay.
you would
So
be after.
so roll again, just because you do get advantage on that roll, because he's attacking recklessly.
Oh.
I mean, that's why I made you do it, to see if you got the crit, and of course you got the crit.
So plus 7 more.
So what was the first damage?
14 plus 21 damage total.
21 damage. Cool. Yeah. As he's rushing at you, he throws his axe at Caecilius, but you lunge out with your spear, piercing him in his naked, bare chest, and he misses Caecilius to boot. He swings it, and he sort of stops his momentum, and the axe just hits the stone before you. Sparks fly out.
If we enter that room, we're going to be affected by that spell.
Yeah, so pretty much Caecilius and I are gonna hold down this door, right?
This guy comes running at Wayland, also just screaming.
You
"Ah!"
can cast spells on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I did.
For 6 damage.
Yeah, I don't care.
And this one also does the same thing. And I'm giving you guys plus 2 bonus armor class when they're attacking around that corner.
Gotcha.
So he comes and attacks you as well. And misses.
Yeah, it goes.
On her turn, she's going to make a
myself
con
pretty
save.
That didn't help.
She passes. And she picks up her spear and shield.
What's a con save for?
For
your
the
thing.
They don't get to make another save on there.
No,
This is her. She hadn't gotten
the
it.
lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
Yep. She picks up her spear, looks around, and sees what's going on. She goes, God! Battle! And she turns and runs into the crack. Disappears. Wayland, your turn.
I'm gonna stab the one I already stabbed pretty good. I kind of see a weakness in him, so I'm gonna keep my shield up and kind of go for him that way. I'm gonna roll both attacks.
Yeah, please.
Good. That's a 10 right there.
You actually get advantage, so that's your first attack, but that is a miss. Second attack,
17 plus 7.
that is a hit, sir.
4. Good. 11 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Caecilius.
Alright, so attacking with advantage on?
Oh, you know what? I never even moved these other guys.
Yeah. Coming in.
They would have come in since she sort of had that weird... Yeah.
Keep that with him.
Okay.
You say at advantage?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm attacking with that.
Sorry, which one are you attacking?
The far side, so I know it's
the
more
teeth.
AC. Yeah, that's a 21.
Yeah.
Alright, here, I'm just gonna get the second one out of the way. That one is a 15.
That's a hit.
Okay.
2 hits.
Alright.
2 hits.
2 hits this time.
Double ones. Sean damage.
So, 14 damage total.
Okay. And that is all you got, Caecilius? Esme, you're up.
The one in the door,
There's a double door, so 2 of them are in the door.
the one that took damage that is also sick.
Yeah. that one.
I would like him to make me a wisdom save.
Pass.
Cool.
Doesn't he have disadvantage on saves for exhaustion?
That's second level of exhaustion, I believe. First level is
okay.
disadvantage on skill checks. Second
Skill
level is
checks.
disadvantage on saves and
Okay.
attacks. It gets worse from there.
What's a skill check?
Like if he were to try and grapple you
Okay.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Okay.
Driesa.
Are they still in the affected area?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're holding
Okay.
I figured you cast it to where it came to the edge of the
Okay.
door.
Oh, I should have done something else.
It's all
That's
good.
okay.
Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks, then speed halved on 2 levels.
We
Then
can
on
have the
third
shield
level,
wall up
disadvantage
here.
on attacks and saving throws.
And then did it
4th level's dead.
say...
4th level is speed 0. No, hit point max halved. 5 is speed reduced to 0.
And 6 is dead.
I'm gonna make some exhaustion encounters.
Oh my god.
And then they go right
That
after me,
desert
right?
encounter would
Yes.
be cool.
I am
doing that for
going
Dark Zone.
to
We got the Sean shield wall up here.
have,
Just shield Michael and
I-
Michael shield.
No.
what?
Shield Michael and Michael's shield.
Because they're holding the shield wall.
Oh, wait.
For those of you that don't know, we were tickled to find that we have a Sean Michael and a Michael Sean. And so now that's come to every permutation. Strahd Michael and Michael Strahd. And now it's Shield Michael and Michael Shield. Oh, so stupid. Alright, what do you
You know,
got,
the
Raven?
only thing that can make this moment better,
Red
the tasty, delicious flavor of a red vine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like one?
You talking about a girthy boy that's made
Yeah, I'll
America's
take one
Wine
girthy
even
boy.
sweeter. Let me get a girthy boy. One more girthy boy.
I ate so many Majosculin.
Yeah, it takes so much strength. Like,
What is
Never
wrong with
again.
these ones?
Do you want one?
No, I
Oh,
can't. What is,
God.
why are these like super sized?
I don't
They're like
know.
a weapon.
where you go?
Okay. I'm gonna attack this guy, right? Whoever's closest to me.
That guy.
Okay, I'm gonna attack
one
him
Leyland's kind of working on.
with a dex save from him for Sacred Flame. Y'all.
Pass.
Okay, whatever.
Shield Michael. Hold it together.
Cool. And, hey, guess what? It's time for them to make another con save.
At the start of their turn, right?
hmm
Pull yourself together.
Okay.
I'm good.
What if they've already failed? Is it a fresh time each time? So the
Every time that they enter... Oh, the ones who already have it still have it, I'm assuming, because it lasts for 10 minutes. And then every time that they start their turn there, they have to succeed on a con save again.
Or take
So
another
the-
one. So you
Or
can
take
just-
another level of exhaustion, or the new ones who are in
That's
it.
awesome.
Fucking heck.
Oh, so you just keep taking levels of exhaustion? Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm guessing based on... Do you want to read it? Just to
Yeah.
be sure.
I think you're right. Is this from Xanathar's? When a creature moves in as well? Okay.
That's what Jake MTD said, and I trust him.
I trust him.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it ups the levels of
see.
exhaustion.
I think if they just chill there, it just keeps coming. Also, is it not even concentration?
It is concentration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeti.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah,
do
but
it.
we got Shield Michael.
Okay,
and Michael's
so-
shield up here. Just holding them in
Okay,
that
here we
zone.
go.
They
That
only do
guy.
con saves.
No.
2
Yeah.
levels of exhaustion.
Wait,
No,
that's his first.
He was free, so he's at
So-
1 level.
So
Yeah.
we'll keep those there.
Yeah, orange is 1
Well,
level.
Let me make this guy save. Okay, so everyone's at least 1 level right now. So those 2 guys are at level 1.
Yep.
This guy failed, so he's at level 2. Yeah, you're with me. The guy facing Michael Shield. What's the DC?
15.
Fails.
Alright.
The guy facing Shield Michael fails.
Yes.
Fails. So honestly, everybody failed. So just those 2 are now level 1. Everyone else is level 2. And roll some damage.
I need 2 d10s again. Thanks. It's the power of the red vine.
Yeah. Pretty good.
It's 8 plus 7 plus 1 plus 1. 17.
17. This guy just like looks sickly and just collapses.
Shiny boy. Thank you.
This guy is like dragging, looking pretty rough.
The spell's broke.
The spell. Well, we also kind of bottled them up.
Yeah,
in there.
We
Like,
do. They stuck.
yeah.
Okay, on their turn, they run for it. He disappears.
Do they provoke opportunity attacks?
They will when it. They're gonna disengage.
They got half move from the 2nd level of exhaustion.
Oh,
Was that what
was,
it was?
that was like 4th level.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe you're right.
We're checking.
Hold on, I got it right here. Where was it? I was just looking at it. Oh my god, where is it?
First
Oh,
time
there
we've
we
done
go.
exhaustion.
Yeah, you're right. It is speed
Because
half.
it still
But
goes...
for the 2nd level, yeah, you're right. So, these
I mean, they're
guys
stuck. is
these
what I
guys
mean. They
dash.
can't-
to there. Because they both had, or one of these only had 1 level, so he was the dude that gets all the way out.
He gets out.
This guy has only 1 level.
So he
10,
can-
20, 30, 10, 20, 30. So the guys with only 1 level are out.
And Osprey's really standing.
This guy disengages. This guy disengages. Both of them holding their axes in front, just like backing up. Skin is like pallid. Just this white,
just
sickly
got raided.
look to them.
Raid it.
Raid!
Raid party!
2 arms! 2 arms! Forge Breaker, what's up, guys? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Forge.
Thanks, Forge Breaker.
Okay, and on her turn, you just don't see her.
He continues on.
Okay. Wayland.
I'm gonna stand right there and watch him die.
Cool.
I'm not walking in there.
Caecilius?
Ready to action
Yeah,
if
ready-
one decides
yeah.
to get brave.
Esme?
Same.
You can cast a spell through.
Oh, right. Yeah, I totally can, can't I? I forgot I'm a
You
spellcaster.
can trip if you'd like to.
Go home.
Trip?
Trip. I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Can
Yeah.
I?
so
what are you doing?
hot.
What are you doing? What
Can
are
I
you doing?
have one of them make me a wisdom save?
Which one?
That one with the shield.
Okay. Shieldy boy. Fails.
Cool.
Get one more. These
How?
stick boys.
Why do we keep punishing ourselves?
What are you hitting him with? Firebolt?
No, that was Pull the Dead.
He's 12.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Oh, I think you just gotta hold it in your hand to warm it up. Keep your body temp.
You just kinda gotta.
So 11
I gotta.
and a 6.
17.
Yes.
Wow.
Sorry, everyone. This is a family channel.
Driasta.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that I haven't done in a minute.
Don't break concentration. I want to watch these boys melt.
Is Eldritch Blast concentration?
Nope.
No.
So I could attack. I could attack both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Boop boop boop. Make a ranged spell attack. I'm gonna do that. And that is plus 7 to 8. 2 ranged spell attack thingies.
How does that lie?
Beep boop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, silver and blue.
Okay.
Cool. 8 plus 7.
Blue is a hit.
Okay, so that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
D10.
Little PB boy.
Mm.
3.
Slams into him as he's just like he's dragging a foot behind him. Blood is like pouring out of his nose. It's their turn.
Make some checks.
Okay, here we go. So these guys are all at 2 levels.
Yep.
This guy passes. That guy fails. That guy. I'm
It
actually
was
not sure.
15.
15.
Failed.
So that's
So we're literally watching these
These
two
two
fail.
failed.
so that's level 3 exhaustion now.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Here's a
And you get to-
D10.
Damage it again too.
So they now get disadvantage on saving throws if they survive this.
$14 plus 10, 24, 25.
How do both of them die horribly?
Just vomiting blood.
They're retching, fall
I
on
feel
the
so gross
ground,
doing that to them.
clutching
I
themselves.
feel awesome watching you do that to
After
them.
playing barbarian yesterday, which I'm assuming these are the barbarians, right? I feel so sad for my kinship. It's probably Orpha's brother in
Okay.
there.
The rest of them escape out of the crack.
I'm gonna remove the poisonous.
Driessa waves her hands and it dissipates.
I'm gonna turn around, like astonished to Driessa. That was almost sickening, but incredible.
I'm almost ashamed of myself.
Don't be.
It was effective.
In Barovia, you kill or be killed. This place is not for us. We cannot be nice here, except to the casual people.
That woman ran off. Do you think she's waiting in that hallway back there?
Remember, this crack leads outside. Just
She's either run or she's gone to gather reinforcements.
Yes.
Can anybody... Is there a way to, like, collapse that so that it can't be used again?
the crack.
Yeah.
Probably not with the tools that you guys have.
Like a spell or something?
It would take some pretty mighty spells. I mean, it's a crack in stone. Right. I mean, it'd be like collapsing a hallway.
Okay.
I don't. A shatter spell, maybe, but
That reminds me, how much alchemist fire are you still packing?
None.
When did you use it?
I threw it all at something to set on fire at one point.
Okay.
Might have been Babala Saga.
Before that, I don't remember what it was.
Is there a way we can bar this doorway? Maybe Osprey can stay here while we explore around.
Yeah. One thing I do
you do
remember,
have the metal door.
and it's locked on the side of my choosing. All right.
That's awesome.
I'm using it.
In the crack.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I mean, after, like, Driessa walks in and just steps over these convulsing bodies, walks up to the crack, looks at it for a second, tears a patch off her robe, and as she does, you see the glint of iron, throws it down, and there's an iron door there, and it's like that submarine style, like, latches in place.
I think this room should probably serve as our outpost and meeting point as we go through and look for knowledge here. One way in, one way out. It means we won't be surprised by whatever is in this place.
It's a way of
That's
swift
true.
escape.
I would also search through if
And
there's
also,
anything
now that
interesting.
you've come in as
Do you think
well,
it has
you
a
do
key
see-
attached to it, or just like lock like a?
It's a lock on your side, I think. There is a double door there, by the way. Sorry if that changes your... But it...
No.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we can kind of figure out what it is.
In fact, that door seems to be braced. As you guys come in, there's wood that's been like leaned against it. Door's braced shut.
Anything in these bedrolls or of
Not
interest?
a thing.
Yeah,
Not really. No, you find some little animal totems, like just like they've been carved or been like kind of tied together with twine or sinew of some kind. But really, besides that, nothing else that looks terribly important or useful. There's a couple of personal belongings. You find a whetstone, some daggers and crudely made weapons and tools and stuff, but nothing that would interest adventurers.
Spears?
Yeah, there's a couple spears.
Yeah, I'd probably pick up some spears.
All right, roll a d6. That's how many spears you find here.
5.
You find 5 spears that are made of flint, at the end, and they've been with sinew wrapped around it. Very primitive looking spears.
They have a name for those. Britney Spears.
Nope. Nope. No.
So he's gonna put them on his back. I don't think we should open this braced door. I think we should leave it. If they were bunking here and keeping it shut, this would be the last one we open on our way out.
Probably leads to the similar hallway this place looks. Would that make sense?
It'd be pretty symmetrical, because you're essentially here now, and there's the door opens here, heading that way.
That looks inappropriate.
So I would kind of wave Osprey in from that hallway that we were still standing in, actually, and kind of say, "All right, boy, you'll stay here as we go along. I don't think this place will be very kind to you." And I guess you'll kind of go over and kind of lay down by the fire and rest.
All right. Yeah, you kind of pull some of the bedrolls together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, it's 11:15. Do you want to do one more room or call it here?
Let's call it.
Okay, you guys have a nice little base of operations, and we will pick up maybe not next Sunday. You're out next Sunday?
I'll be coming in late.
Okay, I think we'll still go then.
Yeah.
If you're just going to be late, that's no big deal. I'll NPC you, and I definitely won't kill you.
Wink,
Mm-hmm.
wink.
Okay. Thank you all. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no.
Shield Michael has final verdict over how Wayland dies.
Shield Michael, you can control Wayland. Thank you all for joining us. It means a lot to us, especially on this particular
I can
weekend.
send you a screenshot of everything.
Yeah.
You guys done? I'm just kidding.
Gosh.
Just kidding. Shield Michael. Michael Shield.
Britney Shield.
No, definitely not Britney Shield. Thank you all for joining us tonight, especially on the weekend of the D&D Super Bowl. We really appreciate it. We will see you guys Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern. Next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, I guess, at 8:30 Eastern, which is kind of our secret little pseudo-campaign. Again Sunday for some more Curse of Strahd. That is our upcoming schedule for the week. Wednesday, you can catch Sean
On Stradicus's channel.
Stradicus's
I'm doing
channel.
the one-shot wonders with some good folks.
And tomorrow night, you can catch Raven on...
We might be postponing it to another night that intercepts with...
Okay, then you can catch Raven on our Discord and come chat with us if you'd like.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you, everyone, for the bits. That really meant a lot. Thank you for the raids.
Don't
you guys
forget
are awesome.
to come into our Discord to talk about Strahd stuff, all the other game stuff, or just regular D&D stuff. But we do a lot of character planning and...
Yeah.
Sometimes
fun.
Raven and I get in voice chat, and it's always really fun. We're really funny and fun to be
It's
around.
weird. It's really weird.
Humble.
We're really nice. And
I would say don't join the voice chat. Join the Discord. Just avoid the voice chat. Shoutouts on bits. Shogun, 500 bits. Mini Terrain, Jake,
Wiley.
25.
Jake.
Wiley threw down
A Nat
1,000
Wiley.
bits.
1,000 bits.
Nat
1,000
Wiley.
Yeah, that's the first time we've given a Nat 20. We're calling
It's
it
a
a
Nat
Wiley. Miss Misery, 500 bits. We really appreciate you
Thank
guys.
you.
It means a
We
whole
have
lot to
someone
us.
vouching for our voice chat right now.
Yeah, we do.
How much did you pay
We
to
had
see that?
fun.
Because
Yeah.
he knows what you're
He's
y'all's
seen.
weird ass
He's pulled back the veil and
We
my
learned
God,
a
it's full of
lot.
stars.
We learned a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Also for 3 raids?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are 3 raids. Let's see. Forge Breaker, Welcome
Terrain,
Party,
Mini
Mini Terrain.
Terrain.
With our other raids. I'm so sorry. I was getting kind of deep into
that
the
was, like,
combat.
about
It was
it,
tough to
my
miss them.
man.
Or it was easy to miss them, rather. Forge Breaker, Mini Terrain, and I think Welcome Party. We love you guys. I'm looking for another channel to raid right now, and I see a channel that I've never heard of. We like to kind of raid the little guys, to throw some support there. I'm just looking here. I saw one, but it looks like they were just wrapping up. Oh, you know what? Here's one with boats. So this is Mr.
Boats.
Mephisto. I always go for
What
boats.
about those boats?
Here we go. We're launching a raid. Show some love.
Hey, good night, guys. Thank you, Wiley. Straight up, thanks for everybody who tuned in.
Yes, we
Thanks,
appreciate it.
everyone.
Thank you.
Chris, go get some sleep. It's got to be, like 5 in the morning over there? 4 in the morning right now?
Viking hug back to you.
Yes.
Good night, sweet Viking.
Also, Misery, thanks for watching us
May
again.
flights of Valkyries sing thee to thy sleep.
That was so much to throw into a thing.
Ah, that was fun. That was a good one. Once the raid is complete, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye! Alright, now you